2 months.
That open.
Oh, I gotta find my campaign notes because I just noticed they're not where I remember them being.
You know what? I'm just happy you take notes. Like,
Fuck. Which one of these 8 random identical black notebooks is the one that has the campaign notes for this cam? Really need to get different colored notebooks or something.
or just label your notebooks.
Yeah, but they're all like black fake leather covers. They look really nice. But I often forget.
You think Danimals just went to hang a piss or something?
Oh.
Because he's deafened, so...
Oh boy. We have one viewer on YouTube Studio. I'm guessing it's me.
Wait, huh?
I opened YouTube Studio, so now all I have to do... Wait, why does that say... Hang on a minute.
You know what? Nobody watches our stream anyway. I'm considering just, like, fucking throwing all caution to the wind and just playing copyright music for the stream.
Why does it say that?
Honestly, since we can't even make money off of it anyway, might as well.
Does someone want to check and see if we're actually live? Because my YouTube...
It says we're live.
I know. I didn't click go on YouTube, which is why I am confused.
Sure, I will check that out as soon as I find it.
Yeah, because that's weird.
Yeah, currently we're live right now. I can watch and listen to everything we're saying.
Cool. Well, that's the first time it's done that when I've said, yes, start an XSplit. Because I've literally had to go to YouTube to start it every single time beforehand, which is why I started early today. Is that way I didn't have to remember to start twice.
We sound amazing now, so...
Well, that's good. It's sitting on starting soon. Welcome to the bullshit segment of playing, where we haven't actually started anything yet, and are just sitting here bullshitting before we get started while everyone finishes setting up their stuff. Hey!
It's been so long.
First try! I grabbed the right notebook.
Yeah.
Lost my notebook, so I'm just gonna imagine that I have the
Wait,
notes.
Joey, did you change the
The other overlay?
Are you going to be using my overlay that I made?
Yes. I'm curious as to how it's going to show up, because it gave me some weird aspect stuff. So there may be some midstream adjustments happening.
Oh well.
To make it look pretty.
Oh well. We can just edit it afterwards, yeah?
To make the aspect part work? Probably not.
Oh well.
I mean, worst come to worst, I'll make the map a little bit bigger. It'll cut off part of our character portraits, but like marginally.
And then we'll fix it for next time. We're very professional.
We are the most professional.
Exclusively professional. Wait, is Danimals back?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
sorry about
cool.
that.
No, it's alright.
I hadn't gotten the chance for dinner, so I was just heating some stuff up.
It's alright. Wait, Danimals, are you back on campus now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I stayed home this semester because I didn't want to waste money on staying in my room the entire time, so...
Yeah. And Danimals, if you missed the XSplit did a weird thing, we're already live for some reason.
Oh.
Yeah, we're already in
the
it.
History of Forever, when I clicked the button, it actually went live.
Oops. I'll pull up Roll20.
Hey.
Wait, so XSplit picks up our so when we're on the starting soon screen, it still hears us?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I knew we'd bullshit while we were waiting to get started.
Fair.
And
okay, so once Danimals opens up Roll20,
no royalty-free music to put with it instead.
There we go.
Yeah, there's not a lot of good non-copyright fantasy music.
I know.
Yeah.
So instead,
you guys just want to listen to the fucking Skyrim soundtrack.
But yeah,
probably still shouldn't.
Yeah, probably not.
Game soundtracks are weird like that.
I don't want copyright strikes.
Yes, that'd be very bad.
And YouTube now has an algorithm that does it automatically.
Don't you just love YouTube?
Corporations?
In general.
Don't speak bad of our overlords. They'll come take us away.
Can't remember which notebook I had my notes in.
You know what? That's what everybody's been saying so far.
Everybody's comment. The worst part is because I'm currently writing one campaign, playing in 2 campaigns, including this one, and potentially starting to write for a second campaign.
Yeah, work's still cut out for yourself.
14 different notebooks around me.
Good lord.
Yeah,
the multiple computers and computer screens to run this and the other games when I'm playing in those.
Yeah, I'm in 4 weekly campaigns, I think.
I just got done with my other weekly campaign.
I keep wanting to play my Orc Arena because it's also sitting next to me.
Okay, I don't have any good music right now that will not get us, striked. So we're going to be playing with mind music.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. I should tell people, some people that we're streaming because they might want to watch.
I gotta grab my notes anyway, so.
Yeah. All right, take your time.
Yeah, we're not.
Or not, and we can play.
We weren't actually planning to start for another 20 minutes, so.
Touche.
Where in this pile of random assorted items did I put my pins? Also, we're going to mute my mic while I dig through my pile of random assorted items so you guys don't have to listen to all of it.
Yeah, I'm telling 2 of my buddies that we're streaming right now because they said next time you stream, let us know so we can watch. So,
haven't found my pins yet. Found a Harry Potter wand.
There we go.
That's obviously a better find though, because
right next to the lightsabers.
Yeah, lightsabers you can't really use for writing as well as you can for wands. Harry Potter wands you can write some fine calligraphy shit. I could not say calligraphy to save my life.
It would be a lot better if it had ink, but it's actually just a wooden replica of Sirius Black's wand.
Ooh.
Dude, Sirius Black is one of my favorite characters.
Me too.
All right.
Also, his wand is by far my favorite design.
What's the difference between his wand and the others? Damn it, now I'm wondering.
Well, each one of them has a different one. Luna Lovegoods is also one of my favorites. It's got a tulip for a handle. It's really cool. I'll send you pictures later because I have a replica of Luna's somewhere too.
Luna Lovegoods gay, I think.
No, she marries Newt
No,
Scamander.
she's not.
She marries the commander.
No way.
Yeah.
I could have sworn she was going to be gay.
No, she married a Scamander.
No.
Then who is one of the characters that J.K. Rowling retroactively made? Oh, Dumbledore. Never mind.
I was like, how do you not know this?
Yeah.
Like, it was news everywhere.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't just Dumbledore. It was a lot of folks. And I'm pretty sure she
And you know what?
retconned Luna Lovegood.
The only characters that we ever actually see the endings of are Malfoy, Harry, Ginny, and Ron and Hermione.
Yep.
It doesn't matter.
I think. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
Percy
It's
Jackson's
like-
a better series anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to more important topics. You're right. Sirius Black does have a dope ass wand.
I know.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't. Oh fuck, that is cool.
It's by far one of
Sorry.
my favorite designs. I actually really hate the design of the Elder Wand because it's just ugly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I kind of like it.
bulbous.
I kind of like it. Not gonna lie, I think it looks kind of cool.
I can understand liking it. I don't like it.
Like I
Makes
can
me
understand
uncomfortable.
because like are the little like they're not notches, but like the little round parts on them, are they like because I know like trees can get like disease in them and they
I
swell
think
up like
they're
that.
supposed to be like I forget what they're called. They're basically the plant equivalent of knuckle joints, and I think they're supposed to be those along a tree branch that it was made out of.
Okay.
But they never say, because J.K. Rowling just makes up random lore whenever she feels like, for no reason.
Whatever. J.K. Rowling's not in charge of her own franchise anymore. It's ours now.
Pretty much.
Basically,
Yeah.
she is the DM that constantly just rewrites parts of her campaign that she didn't like.
And like in the
Later-
notes, but like even
later
if, like
tried to cover a plot hole with like a really
Like-
you know those bandages that don't stick to anything?
yeah.
So bandages.
It's
Yeah.
like it's
You
like
can
trying to
get
false Hydra. It's like trying to false Hydra your party, but there's not a false Hydra. You're just bad at it.
Oh, speaking of which, in the campaign I was in last night, there's this one guy who made a character whose sole purpose was to betray our party. And he did it like right in the middle of a massive boss fight where we're fighting a giant ogre named Brick the Big, and we're surrounded by hobgoblins and drow and like several crime bosses, and our bard is getting turned to stone, so like everything's just bad. And he was like, yeah, now's the time for me to betray the party. And so we're fighting a war on 8 fronts, and it was just bad news.
Brick the Big sounds like it just sounds like something that would be in Borderlands with Brick. Yeah, no, that was his
Yeah,
name.
plays Borderlands, so it's very possibly derivative of
That
that.
sounds like wow. Because in Borderlands 2, they had a DLC themed around Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh,
Yeah,
dope.
it was.
I don't know what Borderlands is actually.
Well, I'm sure if you saw some art from it, you'd at least like recognize it.
Oh, I recognize it. I just don't know what it is. Like
It's
I
a
know it's a
British
video
shooter.
game.
It's a
okay.
first-person shooter game that's all about basically being in Las Vegas.
No,
No,
no.
no.
There's a lot to it. It's a lot of fun.
Borderlands.
There is a lot to it, and that is a kind of shitty description, but the principles of it are doing the bright flashing lights and or not flashing, I guess, but the bright colors and the
Cell shaded.
the same,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
cell shaded
if
too,
anyone
and
is
like all the
curious
things.
for the update of list of random things I found before my pins.
4
lightsabers,
Ooh.
1 wand, 2 different chargers, about 8 different various belt pouches of different kinds, an entire tub of lightsaber parts, a studio light, a sheath knife, my altitude mask.
What the fuck?
I found my pins.
Why do you have so much stuff? Oh, you found the pen now.
Yeah. It's under the altitude
thank God
mask,
for that.
where everyone keeps their pins.
Obviously.
Why do you own an altitude mask? Don't you just live in Iowa?
Yeah, but I go backpacking.
Oh. Okay, I was like, how high are you up in Davenport, bro? Like, I'm just guessing Davenport. I don't know if that's actually where you live.
He lives in one of Davenport's famous high-rises.
Wells Fargo Tower.
He just lives on the top floor of, like, a big, like,
The only.
the iWireless Center or something.
That's still not that high, bro.
Yep.
No, this is altitude training mask for when I go backpacking. You're very fancy.
Davenport?
It's got a hard case
The
and
most-
everything.
Yeah, I don't go backpacking. I just, like, play fantasy games where everybody goes backpacking on a regular basis.
Like, I would like to go on a backpacking trip. It's just that, with my diet restrictions, it'd be a lot harder to share the load if I have to pack just about all of my own food instead of having just communal food with it.
You are correct.
The alternative is everyone eating the same food that you do.
Yeah, but I don't think people want to eat not bread.
That is
Yeah, 'cause,
correct.
like, I think gluten-free bread is great, but that's because I've been eating it for 8 years now. Other people, no, they're probably not going to like it.
Alright,
Alright, so I don't entirely understand how diabetes works. You can't catch it, can you?
No.
that is the dumbest medical statement I've heard in a while.
Well, like, people are like, oh, I learned I had diabetes when I was like 10, and I'm like, wait, did you fucking catch it? What happened? Did you cut your finger on a like,
Animals?
Dunkin'
Parker's
Donuts, and then
mind?
suddenly...
I think you're a werewolf.
I fucking...
Your bite is infectious. It gives others the diabetes.
I'm not
going to
stupid, I'm just
steal
not
your
educated.
pancreas function. No.
All
No,
your pancreas belong to us.
It's-
Anyway.
It's funny because it's one of the first things after I was diagnosed was a little DVD they gave us that explained how to tell your school friends that they can't get diabetes from you.
I'm not afraid I'm going to catch diabetes. I'm just saying,
Well,
No,
like,
Cooper
it's a
Hall-
genetic thing.
got it.
Yeah, for me, it's a genetic thing with my kind especially. Oh, and
So
same
Ethan, are you up to date on your diabetes vaccinations?
Nope, I'm screwed.
Right, got it.
This has
Okay.
been the misinformation hour.
information
All right.
of medical.
We're all ready to
Brought
go,
to you
so
by
should we get
XSplit.
started?
Because it pushed buttons that I didn't intend it to.
Just to be clear, Parker, were you asking if you could catch it from another person, or were you asking if you could
No.
develop it?
Yeah, I'm just confused how somebody could not have it for 8 years and then suddenly have it.
Yeah, it's basically it lies dormant in your genes. The genetic kind, not the denim kind.
You beat me to
And
a
then-
joke about that by about 30 seconds.
And basically,
I'm not that dumb.
it's rather high stress, or there's just the body decides it's its day, and the immune system decides that the pancreas is a foreign object in the body, and the immune system will attack it. And because of that, your body no longer produces insulin because the immune system killed all the cells that could make insulin.
Now, just
I understood forwards in that sentence.
to be totally fair, denim is made from cotton, and cotton is a living thing. So there could be a plant version of diabetes that your denim genes also have. Though they're not going to develop it because they're dead already.
Hey Kian, shut up.
Can I vote that we call plant diabetes plantabetes?
Plantabetes.
No, you may not. That's a sin.
It's fine. Joey, do it anyway.
I wasn't really
Yeah.
asking permission. I'm going to do whatever I like anyway.
Yeah, I mean, like, are you gonna actually, you know?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
petition the Journal of
Let's figure out-
American Science.
It-
Plantibetes.
it
It's
may-
gonna become a thing.
I hope it
will
does.
catch on.
But
I'm trying to think of what would be the equivalent. Like,
I mean,
Instead of
realistically, it
not
would
being
have to
able
be
to-
something where they couldn't process sugars properly. But it would,
well, no, because the plants
Oh, I'm
create
thinking maybe they just can't process dirt correctly.
I've,
It was a lot
no,
funnier.
I'm not willing to go back and try to remember everything
lot
that I
funnier.
like.
It was a lot funnier before we tried to actually science it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
usually with most
you're
things.
trying to remember
Guys,
things.
what I'm laughing at right now is, like, I'm looking at your character art that I did and realize how stupid all of your ears look because I made the details, like, I don't know. I'm just being harsh on my own work. Anyway,
There we go.
since we're all ready, you guys just want to start?
Let me throw something out real quick.
I certainly can switch it over and we can get going.
Danimals just said he wanted to go do something real quick.
Well, fine, Danimals, be that way.
Danielle.
This is why I said we should have face cam. You all missed out on all of the sass I put into my face when I said that.
Oh no. What a travesty that we missed out on that.
Whew.
I know.
So after, you know what? I'm saying that this is part of the experience because we were gone on our long, definitely intentional hiatus of 2 months,
Yeah.
and so now we're just
It's
catching
the
up.
workload was too much. We had to take a break.
Oh yeah, the workload on this
Our
campaign is so
purpose-
hard.
The workload of life.
Our purposeful hiatus of schedule conflicts. The true villain of a D&D campaign.
It's true. It is very
Fact.
true.
Oh yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't think anything's killed more players than the players having to stop playing.
Yeah.
Oh, hi,
sorry.
Cooper.
Character.
Cooper's in chat.
Oh.
Hi, Cooper. How are
Hello.
you doing?
I mean, I said hi to him like 5 minutes ago when he posted that. You guys just talked over me and ignored it.
Oh.
Really? I don't think we do something like that.
Doesn't sound like us at all.
Joey, get your facts straight. I'm tired of this false information you're spreading here. In an age of misinformation. Anyway, I'm going to start now if y'all are cool with that.
Let me transition the scenes to
Transition.
the battle map.
Exeunt. Bum, 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 bum,
Pretty.
bum, bum,
Come
bum,
on.
bum, bum.
I'm waiting for YouTube to actually transition it.
Yeah, I just saw it transition. It looks nice.
All right.
Look
Oh
at
yeah,
that.
does look good. That looks great.
It looks so pretty.
Yeah. That, I did it half in Photoshop, half of it in Illustrator because I am an idiot and don't know how to make things get bigger in Photoshop without, scaling all dimensions. Anyhow, we're going to start now.
I love that this is going to end.
When we last saw... Joey, shut up! When we last saw our heroes, they had arrived in the village of Selphia on the way to the Ashton coast. The small farming village was presided over by an older druid named Varys, who apparently controls the wispy fey creatures who tend to the farms around Selphia. After successfully tracking down and defeating a troll at the behest of the Archdruid, you collected its blood and returned to Varys so he may brew a healing elixir for the dying golden lily in the center of the temple district. You turned in your quest, and then enjoyed a little time by the beach with your newfound friends, before Varys asked you to attend the resurrection ceremony for the lily. After the elixir was administered to this seemingly important flower, it blossomed to life. With it, the wisps in the village blossomed into pixies and began wreaking havoc on Selphia. They made cows fly, turned ladies' hairs different colors, and worst of all, transformed the golden lily into an abomination of leaves and mud and twigs, which is beginning to rise as our story continues. Now, you all stand before this hulking creature, which I will show you now. Wahaha.
Scene transitions.
Boom, boom, boom. There we go.
Thank you.
Centered. That's how it works, right?
I mean, it ended up looking good on stream, so...
Yeah.
Awesome. So, as you see this rising pile of roots and vines begin taking shape, what would you like to do? You see Varys is over here, by the way, just like with an aghast look on his face. He was not expecting this to happen by the expression he currently wears.
Byron's just gonna go, what? He is in shock too, because he didn't expect this to happen. I guess if we're not an initiative, he's just gonna instinctively at this point, whenever there's combat, cast Armor of Agathis on himself.
Okay, I could say that's a pre-combat action, because currently this thing in front of you is still forming at the moment.
Yeah, it's more of a, oh, is there fighting? I need this.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright. Mark that off, and now...
So does the Archdruid very much look like he is confused and concerned?
Yeah, he is sort of like stepping back. His jaw is a little hung open. He has his staff in his hand. He looks like he's ready to do something, but at the moment he's just sort of standing there in awe of what is currently transpiring.
Alright, I will also take a similar defensive stance, but I'm not going to do anything until he does.
Alright.
And if eventually you just kind of stand there, just kind of go, well, what do we do? Well, yelling at the druid.
He just stands back. He's like, what is this thing? And as he says that, you hear a deep rumbling of thunder, and then lightning comes crashing down onto the Shambling Mound, seemingly animating it. For a moment, there appears to be glowing eyes under a furrowed brow of plant life in this vaguely humanoid-shaped monster. Everybody, go ahead and we are going to put on the initiative tracker. Let's roll initiative, guys.
Woo!
Whoop, whoop. And you see that all around you, there are still, like, por exemple, if that's actual Spanish. There's, like, pixies over here, and, like, just all around you guys, just causing havoc in the cities around you. But anyway.
Oh no, Turner. Don't forget to click your icon before you hit initiative.
Right.
And then I'm going to make sure you all are in the proper order, because Roll20 doesn't do that itself.
Which is weird.
To answer the Archdruid's question, an unholy abomination, that's what that is.
What was your first roll? Oh, you rolled the same thing twice.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, that's...
2 natural ones for initiative. I love that.
Just get it out now.
Ooh,
This is going great.
wow.
Welcome
That-
back, my guys.
Wait, did we take a long rest after killing the troll?
You
No.
took a short rest.
Oh no.
You took a short rest while you were on the beach.
Fun
That
fact.
doesn't matter.
For those of you watching, this is the final episode. We all get
Because you are all going to die. No, I think you guys will be fine. You guys got an Archdruid with you. That being said, Byron, your turn, as this thing just sort of goes, and you see that the vines and leaves are just sort of like crinkling and approaching you, sort of heading this way kind of ways. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna Byron's still kind of in shock and seeing it's kind of moving towards like the Archdruid.
It seems to be, since the rest of the city is also sort of this way, the rest of the village is this way, he seems to just be heading towards, life.
Yeah. Byron is gonna kind of step towards the Archdruid and like try to push him back. Like if he hasn't moved at all yet, then just kind of get him out of the way or get him behind him. since he seems to be kind of still awestruck.
Okay, I'm going to say no rolls required for that.
Yeah.
He's not going to contest you, so...
Yeah, and then Byron is going to go, well, screw it. And he's going to stick out, or he's going to have his sword, and he's just going to point at the abomination in front of him and cast Shatter.
Shatter, alright. I believe that means the creature has to make a wisdom save?
Let me...
If I remember Shatter correctly.
I am... Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save. Ooh, yes. Alright, there it is. Alright, does a 17 succeed your save?
It does. So he'll take half damage.
Okay. I think it should... Oh, yeah, you got it. There you go.
So I believe it'd be 6 thunder damage then.
6 thunder damage, you said?
I believe so,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, I believe how Shatter works is that it's like...
There you go.
Okay, there you go. A sudden loud ringing noise. So, yeah, all of you sort of hear this really obnoxiously loud ringing noise, almost like your ears are ears popped, and you see this giant shambling mound just sort of shudder as Byron points his sword at him. All right. Anything else you're doing on your turn? Are you moving at all?
I'll just kind of back up right here with the Archdruid. And that'll be my turn.
As you back away, since it has reach, the Shambling Mound is going to make an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
All right. 25 to hit.
You know what? No, actually, no. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. You only take 8 bludgeoning damage.
All right, and the abomination takes 10 cold damage in response because I have armor
cold?
effect with this. Yep.
Okay. So as the armor of Agathis, you said cold damage, right?
Yeah. So it's like frost shards that build up on the outside of my leather.
So as the ice shards go flying towards this creature, you see it just sort of shrugs it off, seemingly resisting it.
Uh-oh.
All right, so if that's your turn, I think that means Ilien, we're up to you.
Alrighty.
What would you like to do? Oh, you're not at full hit points, are you?
No. I am not.
Excuse me.
That's fun.
I am going to run to the other side over here.
Oh
my God.
You're running right around him.
Yeah. Because if I know what my brother will do, he's going to run forward and pummel it from that side.
Right.
And then I'm going to stab at it with a rapier.
All right, is that +1 rapier?
Yes, it is. I did
It
not hit
is.
with a rapier.
No, you did not. Actually, in fact, you do hit it. It just doesn't, do any damage because this thing's very large. It's not hard to hit. It's just that it's so dense with all these vines and twigs and leaves that you manage to cut through as much as you anticipated. All right, so if that's your turn, unless you're going to burn some key points.
I'm pretty sure I can just punch it again. with my bonus action.
Yes. Yeah, you do have a bonus action.
We just gonna punch it.
Go ahead and punch it.
Better.
Unfortunately, it is better, but still not enough to effectively cause harm to this creature. You give it a punch, and you punch a really solid part that you think is maybe part of a log. Anything else, Ilien?
No. I'm unhappy enough as it is.
Okay, Corik.
Well, it turns out that Ilien is correct. I am gonna just run up and punch this little motherfucker.
All right.
Actually, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna punch it. I'm gonna whack it with my quarterstaff that I forgot I bought.
All right. You are flanking. What did we decide on flanking rules again? It's been so long.
It was advantage, right?
Yes. Yeah. I think we made the rule with glancing blows.
Glancing blows was
that if you just meet the armor class, you only do half damage.
Yes.
So, but that does hit, and it does exceed its armor class. So go ahead and roll damage with that, boy.
Alrighty. Let me do that. That is not what I meant to do. Now I need to find the damage button because I.
There isn't a damage button.
Yeah, there is. Just click it in.
Oh yeah,
click
there
the
is.
name of it.
Now I remember.
Yeah.
Just click the weapon in the chat.
Well, yeah, that is technically the damage button, but that's not.
Yeah, I forgot it wasn't on the character sheet. Don't worry,
Yeah.
just a dumb moment.
It's all right. It's been a while. Okay, so you give it a good thwack. In fact, it makes that sound. It makes a thwack as you swing your quarterstaff. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to kick it. I'm gonna do like a spin move, and I'm not gonna kick it.
You go for the spin move, and you feel like your foot is about to start getting engulfed in the mass of vines and moss and leaves. So you pull your foot out before you get sucked into this creature's, massive form. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, not this turn.
All right, it's the Archdruid's turn. What is he going to do? Because this is technically my turn. So this powerful caster at your side, he looks to you. He looks towards the city, which you hear men and women and children all screaming as while livestock goes flying through the air, pixies turning things into things they're not supposed to be. Looks back to you, looks back to the chaos of the city, and he says, "I'm sorry, I must leave. I have to help my people." And then is going to run off into the city to aid in the de-escalation of this problem. So for now, he is considered out of the initiative order.
Neat.
Byron just kind of watches him run off with a look of disbelief, just like, it's like, come on.
All right, it's the Shambling Mounds' turn. All right, so this thing makes no noise except for the sounds of twigs breaking and leaves rustling as it just starts moving towards the direction of the village. So it is going to make 2 slam attacks towards you, Corik, since you are the one currently in its path. A natural 1 and a 14. Do either of those hit?
I do not believe so. Let me check real quick.
No, your armor class is 16.
No, yeah, that's what I thought.
So it does miss you, but it is still going to move right on forward with its very fast movement speed, I'm sure. Oh, no, it's very slow. So it's going to go 5, 10, and is going to stay right there. Turner.
I want my
what are you going to do?
Opportunity.
Oh, shit, yeah. Yeah, you get one. Yeah, go ahead.
beat its ass.
Oh,
Natural 20.
hell yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Kick his ass, Nappa.
That's a crit right there. Let's go.
There we go.
Ooh, bully. So that's 12 piercing damage.
Yes.
12 piercing damage.
I remember how the rapier works now.
What do you mean? Oh, okay. Never mind. I got what I see what you're saying. I see it. I got
Each
you.
episode distracted me.
Yes. Okay. I'm just double checking on the YouTubes to see if you guys can see its health bar. You cannot, which is good
I mean,
because I don't want you seeing how close it is to
I'm
death.
looking at like 8 different versions of this map right now.
Okay. Turner.
Okie dokie then. I guess I'm just gonna pull out a crossbow, load it, and then decide and cast spiritual weapon on it.
Alright, casting spiritual weapon.
I will thwack it with the rules.
The rules.
Got that
Summoning
Give
a
me
massive
thunder.
spectral book, this massive tome of guidelines all fairies must follow. And you give it a nice hard thwack. Go ahead and roll damage, because that definitely hits.
Yay.
I would hope so.
No.
Where are you summoning the weapon, by the way?
Oh.
Because you summon it in a place, if I remember correctly.
I do.
Right,
God damn it.
7 force damage.
We'll just put the book right in front of me.
Here, this is just for my sake. Where's spiritual weapon? There we go. There we go.
So, yeah,
I'm putting it in the chat so I can read it. So you're creating a floating spectral weapon in a range of 30 feet. So where'd you say you're creating it?
Literally right in front of me.
Right in front of you. Okay, we're gonna make a little. I'm tempted to make a token for your spiritual weapon if you're planning on making it the same every time.
I mean, we'll see.
The rules.
Just hitting people with a bug book sounds fun.
There we go. We have a big book.
For Turner.
There we go. There's your big book, and it's purple like the rules.
The rules.
Summoning this big ass book, you thwack it right on its noggin, or what you think it to be its noggin, because it isn't exactly humanoid shaped. It's more just like a big mushy ball of wibbly wobbly plant stuff. Anyway, anything else you're going to be doing on your turn?
Yeah, then I'm gonna realize, oh yeah, still have this crossbow, and I'm gonna shoot it.
Can you do that? Yeah, yes you can.
Because it's a bonus action.
Go ahead, fire away.
Oh.
You fire your crossbow, -1 bolt, as it just gets engulfed inside of this shambling mound here. Now you still have your movement, or are you staying put?
Nope.
Yes, the smart choice. Okay. So, up next, back at the top of the round, Byron. Chaos still rages in the city. I keep saying city. This place isn't even big enough to register as a village. But chaos still reigns in this direction, and you got a massive plant abomination heading towards the city, planning to engulf even more things.
Byron's just gonna spin his sword in his hand, get it loose, and then just swipe at it with his longsword.
All right.
Let's see.
18, that does hit.
It's one-handed, so is it the first number?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you roll a d8, which is fine because you seem to have rolled more damage on that one.
Yep.
10 slashing damage as you just cut off a flailing branch as it comes just spinning towards you in this really, really violent death spiral.
Kind of duck out of the way and then remember to, kind of go, oh, why didn't I do this? And cast Hexblade's Curse with my bonus action.
Ah.
I forgot to do that beforehand, but
it's all right.
Yeah.
Hexblade's Curse.
There shall be more times to stab.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. It is cursed. I remember what Hexblade's Curse does. Totally.
Okay.
I
threw it up in chat.
Tell, that was definitely sarcasm. Yeah. You gain a bonus to damage rolls.
Well, I already attacked it, so
Yeah.
it would have only been a +2.
Yeah. And if it dies, you regain hit points. Okay. Are you moving at all, or are you staying there?
No, I'm staying there.
Alrighty. Ilien.
Bet you can never guess what's about to happen. We're gonna run up to here. Nice and flanking with Byron.
You are once again flanking the creature.
And
so
we're gonna stab it with a rapier.
22. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Yeah.
Okay. 12 points of piercing. Not bad at all. Not bad.
Is it still up?
Oh, yeah. It's still up.
Alright. Then we're gonna punch it. I think that probably hits too.
Indeed. And then 8 points of bludgeoning. Big damage output from Ilien. Alright. You're slowly chipping away at this thing. Anything else you'd like to do?
Movement action. Nope, we're good.
Corik.
Alright. I'm going to not do that. Do a little quarterstaff thingy. Oh boy.
No, you are not.
I am not going to do a quarterstaff thingy.
Especially not now, because you go and whack it with your quarterstaff, and you feel it starting to get engulfed by this creature, and it is currently stuck inside it. Half of it is still hanging out, but you currently cannot pull it out.
Okay, well, I'm going to start kicking on the thing right in the area, hoping to, break it free, you know?
All right, well, with that 25, let's see how much damage you roll. It might just work. You do manage to kick it loose. It's still a little bit stuck, but
that's not good news.
But it is a little looser than it was before.
All right. Well, I am going to spend 3 key points. No, I'm not. I'm not spending any key points. Never mind. Forget that.
I'm about to say, what can you spend 3 key points on, my guy?
I meant to say 2, but it doesn't matter because I'm not spending any.
Okay. If that is the case, it's the Mound's turn. It is going to make 2 slam attacks against Ilien this time. A 16 and a 14.
Yeah,
damn, neither of those hit.
That. No.
Both of those miss. Holy shit.
Yeah,
man, you guys are lucky.
Armor class.
Yeah, how did that happen?
Monk.
Yeah, monks are just hard to hit.
Dexterity bonus in addition to my unarmored defense.
Because is it Dex and Wisdom plus 10?
Yep.
Bro, monks are way more cracked than I gave them credit for.
Yeah.
Monks are really hard to hit. Also, turtles. Turtles are really hard to hit.
Yeah. Also, I think they should have a much slower speed than they do. They have 30 feet. They should have, 20.
Nah.
They're turtles.
Turtle.
It just tries to engulf you in its very loving embrace. It just wants to be friends. but instead it fails as you leap out of the way, severing some leaves in the process. It's not going to move, because if it does, it's fucked. Turner, your turn.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Because it would leave...
3 combat zones.
Yeah, I don't think the book gets an opportunity attack.
No, it
No.
doesn't.
Three of us would.
How funny would that be?
Be amazing.
Unless it moves north.
Daruz!
If
Alright,
it moves
well-
north, then it only gets 1 attack opportunity.
Doesn't matter. It gets punched by Book.
Book.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the rules crinkles a few pages as it makes its hit and doesn't seem to be as effective this time.
So, all right, but I also just want to take a moment to look around. Like, there's no other fairies or anything like that approaching us, right?
Not currently.
Okay, good. In that case, I'm just gonna sit there and reload a crossbow and shoot again.
I forgot to put them on the initiative order mostly. That's probably why.
I mean, you can just leave them off. That's cool.
No, it's fine. I'm going to put them on anyway.
Oh, I mean,
They're on.
oh.
Oh, I love my job.
You don't have to go do all that,
The next question.
Okay, I'm just gonna
are these-
Oh, no, I got rid of the initiative order. There it is. I brought it back.
Shit.
So the next question is: are these freshly caught Cornish pixies?
All the Harry Potter... Wait, Ethan, have you ever watched Harry Potter before?
I've watched all but the last movie of Harry Potter.
Okay. So, are a lot of these references just sort of like a little over your head?
I've understood maybe 3 things you've said about Harry Potter.
Cool. Got it. I just wanted to see how badly we were alienating you from the Harry Potter fandom. It's fine. It's not a fandom that a lot of people enjoy being a part of. However,
okay.
You are part of the Star Wars fandom.
I am
So-
part of that. However, back to D&D.
Yeah, back to the issue at hand.
Okay,
Back
so
to the action. Oh, it's still
Wait.
your turn.
yeah, it's still my turn because that's a bonus action. So
Uh-huh.
with the crossbow, is it in like a full attack? Is it a full attack action to just reload it, or can you reload it and then shoot it too?
I don't remember. I think the reload is only for heavy, right?
No, the light one has reload too. I'm pretty sure.
They do.
All right.
I'm Googling it.
To the Googler.
Because I have the light crossbow.
Yeah. Because of the time required to load this weapon, you can fire only 1 piece of ammunition from it when you use an action, bonus action, or reaction to fire, regardless of the number of attacks you can normally take. So, basically, it means if you have extra attack or a bonus action to attack, you can still only fire it once. So, loading it, I think, at least based on how I'm reading it. So yeah, loading it is a free action, but you can only do it once per turn. So
Cool. Well, then I guess I'll just do that and be done with it.
yeah, when you were playing your last person who wielded crossbows, you didn't really have to worry about that.
Nope. Thank you, crossbow expert.
Crossbow expert's such a good feat. It's not better than Mage Slayer, but like,
I mean, when I essentially get 3 free attacks per turn.
Yeah.
Hey, don't rule out
Anywho.
Sentinel either.
Oh, Sentinel is Sentinel on
Moving,
monks.
Bam! No.
Yeah.
Bad. Stay.
Sentinel and monks are just.
and do you know
that-
something I've recently learned fucks severely?
Mm.
Forge clerics.
I haven't actually seen a lot about them. I'll have to look into that.
Dude, forge clerics are tight.
I know
So are grave clerics.
grave clerics. I know about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
Hey,
the channel divinity of a forge is to just tap an armor or a weapon, and it becomes a +1 of that thing for a day.
Holy that's cool.
They're sweet.
I wanted to try. I think is it the Twilight Domain that came out with Tasha's?
Twilight.
I want to try that.
That one looks dope. Anyway, Ethan, are you shooting?
Yeah.
I thought we said I couldn't shoot this turn because I have to reload it.
No, you can.
No.
Okay.
No.
Neat.
Loading is a free action, but you can only do it once per turn.
Yeah.
So that means
Well,
if you had an extra attack, you wouldn't be able to use it with crossbow.
Because I don't think clerics get the extra attack ever.
Definitely not a knowledge cleric, so...
Yeah, it's literally something that is never going to affect you at all.
I will read this to you, and you can decipher it however you will. Because of the time required to load this weapon, you can fire only one piece of ammunition from it when you use an action, bonus action, or reaction to fire it, regardless of the number of attacks you can normally take.
I mean, I shot and missed, so...
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
that was your last turn, though.
No, I
So-
just did it
No,
again.
he just did it again.
Oh, okay.
And he missed. Okay.
I'm just a sad bird over here who can't really do much.
You are marking off your bolts, yes?
Yeah, I've got 10 left.
Because you've lost 2 so far. So is that your turn then?
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit in the trees and be sad a little bit because I can't hit it.
Making sad bird noises.
Sad bird noises.
Man, this initiative order is going by super fast compared to the battle I had last night. Anyway, so at the top of the round, you see slash hear the clanging metal footsteps coming towards you. What sound to be like 3 guards heading your way to aid in the destruction of this creature. If you can't see them, they are over here. Let's add them to the initiative order.
Bet they'll be going before me.
No, they're going after you because they rolled 3. Dude, I'm not rolling good tonight, guys. You should be thankful.
I am, because I know what Shambling Mounds can do.
However, I am going to let these guards go right before Byron, just so they can pop off real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to 5, 10, 15, 30. So that one's going to dash. That one's going to dash. And that one's going to dash. They can all make it. Cool. So they've got this thing thoroughly surrounded. They just seem to be yelling barbaric yells as these... they all appear to be human, except for this one here in the middle. Appears to be... have some elfish features. And wearing various types of chainmail or plate. Anyway, as they come with weapons drawn, Byron, it is now your turn again.
He, looks over his shoulder or just kind of hears it and is like, "Oh, help! I guess there's more people on the way to help." He'll turn back to the mound and swing at it again with his longsword.
All right, go ahead.
Do normal.
Ooh, you have advantage, so you can go ahead and roll again in case of a crit.
Yeah. Yeah. Nope.
Oh.
That's all right.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and roll damage for that.
That'll be eight damage total with the Hexblade Curse add-on.
Touche. Come on. There we go. 8 total damage. This thing is almost starting to diminish in size with how much you guys are hacking off of it.
Weed whacker.
Weed whacker. So, are you going to do anything else on your turn, Byron?
No, that's all I got.
Ilien.
We're gonna stab it with a rapier.
Quack.
With another
And another crit.
Oh.
The
Popping
crits
off.
are real.
For 17 piercing damage.
Yo.
17, damn. Is that max damage? No, not even.
It's close. But, no.
Max damage, you do 13 plus 8 with a crit. You would do like a lot of damage. I'm not going to do the math. Fuck
21.
that.
It's 21, dude.
Dude, I worked today. Oh, God. There's still more.
We gonna punch it, too.
That punch does hit.
There we go. That's what I like to see.
Okay.
Apparently,
Man,
I
you
don't
guys
like
are
giant
demolished
plant
this thing.
monsters.
Apparently not.
I mean, I could have done Fury of Blows. And
Well,
made it
you
worse.
could have.
But I'm not going to. And I see no reason to
Okay.
move. So we're good.
So that's your turn. After that, this mound is going to take a reaction and make 2 slam attacks towards you, Ilien, because you're pissing it off.
I think it should miss.
Well, of course
that's
you
a-
would think that.
That's a crit.
Nope, that's a miss. It's a critical miss.
It's a crit and a 13, so only one of them hits you. So that means you're not going to get engulfed, but you are about to take hella damage. And by hella, I mean 15. No, that math's wrong. 8. I lied. It's only 11.
I don't like it.
Okay. So with that, Corik, it's your turn.
Alright, this thing... I said I don't have my quarterstaff, so I'm going to spend a key point for Flurry of Blows on top of my normal unarmed strike. So that's going to be 3 unarmed strikes. I assume I have advantage for flanking this guy with a guard?
Might as well.
Okay.
I'm starting to realize how OP flanking actually is.
Yeah. So I'm just going to make the 3 unarmed strikes right out the gate.
Oh.
Oh, let's go.
What the fuck?
He
What
became
the
a lumberjack.
That is
I
8,
see.
12, and 8 damage.
28 points of damage.
Get up there.
28 total?
Yes.
Royally pissed at this thing for taking my fucking
So you have the quarterstaff back. It's still up, though.
spit on it and say bastard.
Damn.
Don't take his stick.
What are you talking about?
No.
All I want to do is start moving his stick around when he's asleep. Well, sort of asleep. He's an elf.
Alright, so
Someone's gonna get a burning hands.
you release a relentless barrage of attacks trying to get your quarterstaff loose. Eventually, it's successful, and you are currently wielding your quarterstaff again. Are you moving anymore, or is that your turn?
No, that's my turn.
Fun, it's the pixies' turns.
I mean,
What can they do? I know what they can do.
oh,
You alright, Ethan?
no.
They can fail to be captured by Gilderoy Lockhart.
That they can do.
But they didn't have to be pixies for that. Literally everything can do that.
Yeah.
It's Lockhart.
Okay. I think I know what it's gonna do. At least I know what one of them's gonna do. This one is going to fly this away and is going to cast a spelly spell.
It
not.
fails. I don't have a reason why it fails. It just does.
It just will.
Okay.
It fails because it decides it's not gonna
I
try.
can't really casty cast, so I can't counterspell it.
So, Byron and these two guards, you guys need to do something, but what do you need to do? You must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Hey.
Is this a form of charm or sleep magic?
It is not sleep, no.
Is it a charm?
Because
I have advantage against saving throws for being charmed.
I don't think this counts as a charm. I'll just tell you, it's casting confusion.
I don't think that's qualified as a charm.
It doesn't say it in the spell's description, so...
No, I looked it up and it says, like, it isn't really. Because it's more... It'd be like casting blindness. It's just... It affects the mind, I guess.
Yeah, so go ahead and make the saving throw. I believe you.
Shouldn't have.
Maybe I shouldn't have believed in you.
Yeah.
So you are currently confused. You cannot take reactions at this point. What sign should I give you for confusion? Is there a big old question mark?
What is
not?
I thought there was.
Here, I'll just look it up. I'll just look it up so I know what I can and can't do. It can't take reactions. Must roll a d10 at the start of my turn. Okay.
Indeed.
Fun.
Man, there's not a good thing for confusion, so we're just going to give you this. And these guards need to make their wisdom saves as well.
It's concentration.
Yes. The perfect symbol for confusion.
Yeah, I don't even know what that thing is supposed to be. Is it like a oh, that's a frozen thing. Whatever. This guard right here succeeds. This guard right here succeeds. This one right here fails.
I thought it was the signet of the Empire.
I mean, it's also that.
It does kind of look like that, doesn't it?
Yeah,
so
it
this
does.
one over here is going to come this way, towards Turner.
Then it turns around.
It doesn't, actually.
Well, worth a shot.
It shouts, "Power! Unlimited power!"
It does not do that either.
That's fine. It does in my headcanon.
So
you have headcanons for a game that we're actively playing right now?
Yes. You don't?
Of course.
I feel as though that is, in fact,
it is
the
going to
verbal
count
component
based
to
on
lightning bolt.
It should be.
I don't believe there's a save for this. I believe that just happens.
Well, I mean, no, we could not.
Turner, you feel falling on your beak a little sprinkle of some kind of dust. And then suddenly you start feeling drowsy. And then you start stumbling backwards and you collapse. You are currently asleep.
Spiritual weapon disappears.
Indeed it does.
It's not concentration.
It is not. You're just asleep.
Yeah, I'm very... okay. It might still just be there, but I can't do anything with it.
I thought it disappeared when you fell on.
Oh, wait. Oh, you mean the book? The Joe Rules is not concentration? I thought you were talking about sleep. I'm like, yeah, I know it's not concentration.
Sleep isn't concentration. No, I just thought it said in the description for spiritual weapon it disappears when you fall unconscious. Which sleep is falling unconscious.
So, if it says until you fall unconscious, then yeah, you lose spiritual weapon then.
It just says until it lasts for the duration or until you cast the spell again.
Okay, then it's there. It's fine, but you're still unconscious for 1 minute. And the rest of them are gonna go and do other things. The rest of them are gonna leave you alone. The Shambling Mounds' turn. It is once again gonna make 2 slam attacks towards Ilien, since Ilien is fucking up its shit. Actually, it's gonna make 1 attack towards both of the monks. Ooh. Kian, or Corik rather, a 19 to hit you. Ilien, that is another critical hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
It needs to not be.
Ooh, Ilien, how many hit points are you at?
I mean, you should be able to see the whopping 7.
Yeah, that whopping 7. Well, the rules is sort of blocking my view.
I mean, it's really hard to tell because the background and our health bars are the same freaking color.
Corik, you take 9 bludgeoning damage. Ilien, you take... you are currently unconscious.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's why I said it needs to not be.
Because you take the number of hit points you have in damage.
No, I don't like it. Also, can I?
All right, so
health bar. The fact that it's green is bugging me.
What? Oh yeah, I would do that, but I'd have to spend money, and that sounds lame. Okay, so that's its turn. Actually, no, it's going to move forward, provoking 5, 10, 15, 20, provoking opportunity attacks from Corik and 2 of the guards. So.
Oh, just it doesn't matter either way. I forgot to disengage disadvantage. Oh, I guess I still had it.
It's all right. Both of those missed.
Yeah.
Okay, both of these guys hit for a whopping
murder.
23 points of damage from the both of them.
A piece, right?
No, not a piece. Together, those 2 guards dealt 23 points of piercing damage with their spears. So, yeah. Turner, you are unconscious.
Yep.
This guard particularly needs to roll a d10, which they will do currently. All right, what does that do? Can't wait to figure out.
It causes a sneeze, apparently.
All right, it's going to move in a random direction. Man, this die is really, really into... So this guard is just going to walk off in this direction. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is just sort of like heel toes, turns around, and then just marches off. The guard next to him is like, "What the fuck are you doing?" These 2 guards, however, are going to run up to the guy and give him la poke. If I have their stat blocks, where are they? There we are. Oh, another crit! God, these guards are doing great. 8. So 8. 21 points of damage from the guards. Byron, it's your turn.
Time to roll a d10.
Yep.
All right. So, what's the roll command for? Is it just?
You can type in /roll. Alternatively, on the toolbar on the side, there's the little die tool that you could use.
Oh, /roll, space 1d10.
Yeah, that works.
All right, 1d10. Just want to make sure.
You rolled a 5. So basically, you just don't move or take actions this turn. You just sit there, totally confused and perplexed situation.
I am staring off into space.
All right, Ilien, would you like to go ahead and make your very first death saving throw?
Yep.
Yikes! All right, that's one fail. As you feel. Oh, I was actually going to talk to you guys about introducing something that I think sounds fun.
Could it wait until after this fight since we're already on one death save throw?
Yeah, I was just we can wait till afterwards, but I was gonna see about something fun. Anyway, Corik, your turn. Your sister is down, currently bleeding from the mouth after a massive blow from the Shambling Mound. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna run right up to this fucker, scream at it to not touch my fucking sister again. You little shit. And I'm gonna spend my last 2 key points to cast Burning Hands on it. For the sake of Dex save DC, what ability score? What's my casting ability? Because I've been looking in the handbook and I can't find that.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, for your spells? It's
Yeah.
wisdom. It's what your monk. It's wisdom.
That's what a reasonable assumption, but I couldn't be certain. All right, let me just set that. Alrighty. Now, at what level? Yes, first level. Which
Oh, it needs to make a dex save. I'm about to say, a 13
Yeah.
doesn't hit. So it'll make a dex save, which I don't think it's very good at. So it has a very high possibility to fail. And fail it does. So, with this burning of hands, how would you like to kill this Shambling Mound that just fucked up your sister?
I am going to yell. I don't know. I don't know if there's any kind of an exorcism that our monastery had for unholy abominations of nature that twist it into things that it's not supposed to be. But I'm going to be yelling that. I'm going to be yelling that as I'm casting flamethrower on it.
It's just
Napalm.
It's just Snoop Dogg. Damn, nature, you scary.
Fireball. All right, so this is the first time you've done this before, right? Like used a elemental spell.
Yes.
Okay. Did Corik know he could do this?
Cinematic.
Did Corik know he could do this prior to doing it right now?
I'm going to say no.
Awesome. So,
Even more cinematic.
your flames, your fists erupt in flames as you go and punch this thing. And as you do, you see the dim lights that you saw in the structure that almost looked like its face dim, and it just sort of goes limp and falls into a big old mush of foliage, no longer moving. This Shambling Mound has been defeated.
And I'm going to turn around and start trying my damnedest to resuscitate Ilien.
All right, do you have a medicine kit?
All right, I'm going to ask if someone else has the ability to resuscitate Ilien, because I do not have a medicine kit.
I do.
You are unconscious, so
Right.
he has no idea. So with that, it is going to be your the end of your turn, I'm assuming, because we are technically still in combat because there are pixies.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
Actually, now would be a great time for. Go ahead.
I was going to say, at the end of my turn, I was supposed to make another wisdom saving throw to see if I beat confusion.
You're right. I forgot to do that for the guard as well.
Can I just do that now?
Yeah, go ahead.
17.
17 succeeds. That guard, however, is still walking off into the sunset.
Yeah, I don't have a medicine kit, so...
So you shake your head and you turn around. Ilien and Turner both are collapsed onto the ground. The Shambling Mound is sort of smoldering a little bit, and you look over at Corik, who's just sort of heavily breathing over his sister. His hands look like they were just on fire. But it is the pixies' turns. This one is just going to fly around. It buzzes around in your face for a second, Byron, goes, and then fucks off. Yeah, none of the rest of them can really do anything except for just fly around and be a general nuisance. So no spells are cast today. So that's their turns. Turner, you are unconscious.
Cast Spare the Dying on me.
You can't do that while unconscious, unfortunately.
I'm taking a nap.
But the pixie can. Actually, I
That'd
don't
be
think
neat.
pixies know that spell.
Pixies have a very limited spell list, usually. These guards don't really have anything in ways of... this one right here looks to the one next to him and says, "Go send for help, get a medic." And he just sort of runs off into the city, which is noticeably calmed down now, and you see that a lot of the pixies have dispersed. And you see coming back into the picture is Archdruid Varys, who is going to sort of intrude on this combat real quick and is going to do a thing. And that thing he's going to do, he slams his staff down, and it makes a loud, thunderous roar that is audible everywhere. And if it wasn't magically induced, probably would have woken up Turner.
Dang it.
So, question. Do any of y'all motherfuckers speak Sylvan besides Turner?
Dang it!
A no on me.
Is Sylvan Elvish?
No, it's
Then no.
Sylvan.
Then no.
Alright, so you begin hearing Varys speak to these pixies in a tongue that none of you speak as well. And after a few minutes of idle conversation, you see that they all seem to be calming down. Whatever he said has surely calmed these pixies. And a lot of them just start flying off in other directions and into the distance. And Varys is going to walk forward and look to you, Byron, and says, "Is anybody hurt?"
Still getting the blurry out of the eyes. Points to just in the direction of Ilien and Turner. They got knocked down. I'm good.
He rushes over to Ilien, sort of passively looking up at the giant floating book of the rules.
The rules.
It would have disappeared if a couple minutes have gone by.
Yeah. It's still
Oh
funny.
yeah, after that conversation he had with the pixies, it's probably gone now.
Before he can say anything, I'm going to say, yes, someone was hurt by your running away. Fix her now.
I'm handling it. I apologize. I had to leave.
Long enough for that to dispel, Turner should have woken up.
Yeah, I was going to say, as this, he will administer at first level Cure Wounds. Why is it not rolling? Oh, it's because I have to choose a level. There we go. Ilien, you heal for 7 hit points. As he just sort of hovers his hand over your face. Healing energy just sort of washes over you. Your cuts seem to close. The blood stops pouring from your mouth, and you regain consciousness. And around this time, Turner, you also regain consciousness. He looks down to you and he says, "Are you all right?"
I think I just got hit by a vegetable.
Well, that's not inaccurate. All right. You fought bravely. I believe I've talked these Fey spirits down. They will hopefully begin dispersing and leaving the village alone. He looks over to you, Turner, and he's like, "Oh, you're right over there."
Back at him, I'm gonna go, all right there.
Okay. He scratches his head. He looks more worried now after combat is over than he did before all of this even started. Well, he looks over to the spot where the Shambling Mound was, and you see there is no Lily there anymore. He looks down towards his feet and he says, "I don't know what's stopping the famine from returning now, but at least we're safe for now. I offer my home for rest if you need it, but I want to thank you all once again for all you've done for our little village. I know you did not have to, and you've risked a lot, and for that I thank you."
Byron will just kind of go up and just kind of be like, "We appreciate your kindness and help. And, well, thank you for offering. I think we all need some rest tonight."
As he goes to say more, you guys hear a whole crowd of people just begin rushing around you, all of them cheering and patting you on the back and singing praises to you. You see there are some people with tears in their eyes, some people looking at their hair to make sure that it's returned to its natural state. Other people are corralling their cows and their chickens back into their pens. And by now, all of the pixies have seemed to have fled the scene. We can consider ourselves out of combat at this point. All right, so you are surrounded by cheering villagers and a little distraught-looking Archdruid. What would you like to do?
Hide behind someone. There's too many people here.
Yes. Who are you hiding behind?
People. Or Ilien looks hurt, right?
Yeah.
Ilien does look a little worse for wear.
How about we try to fix that? How about we just give you a little healing word?
If people started rushing around me, I made sure to dispel Armor of Agathis on myself so someone doesn't, accidentally trigger it.
You're right.
That would be the worst. That'd be the worst,
You accidentally become a terrorist.
Just blast someone with 10 cold damage.
Then I'd have to change the name of this episode to Byron Becomes a Terrorist.
Yeah, bump. It's like a Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode.
Yeah.
Minor acts of terrorism committed.
The village will remember that.
Oh man, the village just reminds me I missed an amazing opportunity to make this little village the most disturbing place you've ever been to. Well, I guess it is Ilien's first big brush with death.
Speaking of, I am going to give her an extremely tight hug. Okay, maybe not extremely, but a solid, a legit hug, and say, "Thank God you're okay." Actually, wait. What's this deity's name? Thank Primordia you're okay. Is that it?
Yes, good job. +1 RP. Either way. You give her a tight hug, you hear a small pop, and Ilien groans a little bit, and then you're like, "Oh shit," and then lessen your hug a little bit.
And then she heals 7 points.
Looks like she's already got it.
I
Yay.
already marked it down.
Okay.
Thank you.
We good. So Turner is currently just cowering over by Ilien.
Accurate.
So as you are being swarmed by jubilant townsfolk, you see that an older, stern-looking man that you've seen before walks up to him, and they both give each other a look and then wander off out of the crowd. You see amongst the folks singing praises of your great deeds is a face that you find familiar, as you were just talking to them recently. I am stalling so I can get to their name because I forgot what it was. You see Beishra, the copper-scaled dragonborn woman who runs the Lonely Mountain Inn, and she's like, "You have saved our city. Free drinks at the inn for you." And then a lot of rousing cheers from the crowd as they all just sort of start like trying to usher you towards the tavern.
I'm just gonna try and make sure I'm in a group with Ilien and Corik and Turner and not getting like separated at all.
All right. So are you guys just letting them usher you towards the tavern?
I'm just holding on to someone's like robe, like a lost child, and just letting myself kind of be pushed with them.
All right.
And,
then I guess I'm
yeah,
asking
I'm
the
letting them
Monksy twins.
Yeah, and I'm letting them push me wherever they want to go.
Okay.
Away from the druid is the way is where I'd like to be.
Well, the druid was heading off in another direction anyway.
Good.
Not a fan of the druid at the moment, I see.
No, he rightly pissed me off.
That's fair. All right.
And
So with
I am
that-
only slightly more comfortable than Turner on the grounds that, with the way I look, people aren't nice to me. This is weird. Not used to this.
Yes, where usually in the bigger cities you get weird looks, even from those who are maybe just as outlandish as you. Here, these humble folk are all just happy to have their lives still, and yeah, as you are ushered back to the Lonely Mountain Inn, the nice warm fire greets you. Immediately, you see that there is a few younger stable boys playing instruments in not the best performances you ever heard, but they're doing their best and they seem to be very passionate about it. You see people are dancing and drinking. Beishra is immediately behind the counter with a younger woman, human by the looks of it, and they're just handing out drinks. And how many? So, are any of you guys partaking in the drinkage?
Yes. Heavily.
Who's not then? Who's not?
Byron's not gonna drink alcohol. He'll just take it and then make it look like he took a sip and then just move the cup.
All right.
Turner has water.
She hands you a little tin cup and says, "Here's for you, little lad."
I just kind of nod and start sipping.
Nodders. Anyway, so with everybody with a drink in hand, Beishra says, "To the saviors of Selphia," and everybody's like, "Yeah!" and then starts drinking their asses off. Music is playing, dances are had, jokes are made, laughing, celebrations all around. What are you guys doing now?
Just, keeping, making sure all the things stay on my person and just trying to enjoy the atmosphere.
All right. How about the rest of you?
Drinking way more than I should.
Right.
I'm with Ilien on this one. I am drinking a lot. A lot.
Probably end up sticking near Turner, so Turner doesn't get just separated from us.
So yeah, you're trying to keep your eye on Turner, but as people are bumping around, it's almost like the entire population of the village is crammed into this one small tavern. You find it difficult a little bit. Actually, if you could, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Perception. Great at that.
Yeah, you are. Look at that 8.
Okay. In the excitement of this celebration of life, you hear glass smashing against the ground over on the other side of the tavern, which distracts you long enough to lose visual on Turner, who is currently being knocked around in the crowd down below with his little 3-foot self.
I'm 4 feet.
Whatever, you're tiny.
A definite just shit, and just trying to keep my head above the crowd as best I can.
All right.
At this point, I've got my hands on my down by my side, just over my pockets and pouches.
Okay, Turner's not that small. I thought he was much smaller than he actually is. He's like almost 5 foot tall.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, a few more inches, but like, yeah, he's a pretty big boy. Either way,
He's a big small bird boy.
Yeah, you're taller than most of the children in this town.
Yep.
But that doesn't keep you from getting knocked around the tavern floor.
Oh no, he's just like clutching onto like whatever book he has, just trying to find somewhere to sit.
You eventually get knocked over to one of the sides of the tavern right next to the bar, and you do find a stool to sit in. You end up finding yourself sitting at a table with some very strange people who are not the company you came in with. Yeah. You see they appear to be just 3 older, 2 of them human, 1 of them gnome, just sort of looking at you. They look like they were just in their drinks when you just stumbled upon the gnomish one. Looks towards you and says, "Can I help you?"
Yep. And I just sit.
Are you lost?
Yup.
I love Turner so much.
Are your parents around?
No.
He looks to the other 2 guys drinking, and the one on the left just shrugs, like, "Ugh." And the other one's like, should we give him a drink? He's like, "No, you shouldn't give him a drink. What the fuck's wrong with you? He's a child."
That is the most realistic interpretation of 3 old dudes who have no idea what to do with a kid I have ever heard of.
Well, the guy who shrugged, he's like, that doesn't look like no child to me. That looks like a bird. like notice the feathers, the beak. He's like, yes, but he's like, he's taller than me, actually.
At this point, I've just perched on a stool and I'm just sitting there.
As you look over, you do see that most of your friends are still over at the bar. However, they are just surrounded by other people.
Yeah, that ain't happening. I'm sitting here.
It's like, all right, just give us a shout if you need anything. My name's Benji.
Benji.
Yes.
I said that in his voice.
Did that for the bet? He's like, no, you just been drinking too much. Just drink more and shut up. So
Is one of the humans or the gnome?
the gnome was confused at first. The gnome is Benji.
Okay.
Benji the gnome was curious, and then everybody was like, nah, you're just deep in your cups. Don't worry. So yeah.
If you see something, say nothing and drink to forget.
That is the motto that these men seem to be living by.
Drink to forget, but I always remember.
Come on, guys. If you see something, say something. Let's be real, especially if it's deer.
Watch out for
Not
deer.
like when you're driving.
Oh.
Anyway,
Never mind. Off topic. Yeah.
yeah. So on a how plastered do you Monksy twins plan on getting?
I'm gonna use Ilien as my gauge.
That is a bad decision right now.
Yep, and I'm aware of that, and that's
Is
why I'm doing it.
Super uncomfortable. In addition to that, almost died. Alcohol seems like a fantastic plan.
Yeah, and Corik is super shaken by the fact that Ilien fight me.
Oh no.
He's already been drinking. Let it go.
By like at the words "fight me," Byron come over. It's hey, let's not. You know, we're here for a good time, right? Just keep drinking. You're doing great.
No.
Wait, who is he saying that
you're
to?
doing
I'm saying that to those two if they seem like they're getting hostile, or like well, fight me.
Yeah, at this point, you guys are both heavily inebriated. I say you guys have been in here a good hour or so, and by now people have started to leave you alone and are more just celebrating to themselves.
I'll go over to him and
At that point, I would slow down drinking.
Yeah, no, you're not going to get alcohol poisoning. What sort of fun fantasy world would it be if you could die of alcohol poisoning?
In fact, at this point, I am going to start mixing in water to my drinking.
Yeah, because that helps.
I mean,
Yeah.
kind of.
The only thing, I learned this in health class, it's the only thing I remember, except for the nucleus being the powerhouse of the cell.
That's the mitochondria, you dumbass.
Damn it, I fucked it up again. I've done this twice. I've said the nucleus is the powerhouse of the cell. It's the mitochondria. I guess I didn't learn that, and I'm just fucking dumb.
We accept
I'm a
you for
fucking
who you are,
numpty.
Parker.
I don't.
Fucking dumb and
Guys, I'm really smart. I just can't prove it. Like I'm like top of my class. I'm just really fucking dumb.
I'm not insane.
Uh,
My mother had me tested.
That is kind of what I'm telling you.
What's the other thing you learned in health?
Oh, it's that the only thing that slows down, alcohol is time, and water doesn't actually sober you up.
Just makes you hydrated.
No,
Hydrate
but it
before
does
you
help
dehydrate.
prevent hangovers
Which-
because that's what hangovers are, having dehydration. Or a lot of what a hangover is. It doesn't sober you up, but it does,
Telling you.
hydrate.
I mean,
Powerade.
water in general is just a good thing to drink on a
The
regular
morning
basis.
after, Powerade is where it's at. Like Powerade or Gatorade is where it's at.
I don't know. I've never been drunk. I don't plan to be. But speaking of being drunk, the Monksy twins are definitely not going to be very productive anytime soon in terms of being an adventurer / contributing member of society. So,
But it is probably fun to watch us walk. Because standing is probably not something we're good at the moment.
I don't know. You guys are elegant monks, and with that in mind, if you stand, you will probably trip and fall on your face.
But Byron's going to be next to him.
Look
He's trying to...
fantastic doing it.
Yeah, we will do it elegantly.
You will fall with style.
Hey, Ethan, do you think the person in chat named Cam is your girlfriend?
I mean, it very well could be.
Because I don't think it's my brother, because he hates Dungeons and Dragons, because he's a nerd.
I mean, she does say she watches these sometimes.
Ah!
Hello there.
Hello!
Hello.
Anyhow. So, Byron, as you're just over there in the corner, just being the
designated driver.
Yeah, the designated driver of this party.
Barely knows what's going on.
You hear?
The
Go ahead.
designated driver.
The designated driver that lost the baby.
Yeah, the designated driver that lost the kid.
That's like all right, we're driving home and then the wait.
So
And it does the head count.
Tomorrow, Turner's gone, and it's just the plot of The Hangover while we try and find him.
God damn it, Joey! Why'd you write a better campaign than what I had planned? That's fucked up.
Hey, it could be a
It could be a side quest.
It could be a side quest.
The quest for Turner.
But as I was saying,
Plot twist.
Uh,
He found the library.
It's 3 towns over.
I'm actually
That's how
in
long it took
Fordray.
us to sober up.
as Byron is being the mom friend, the designated driver, what have you, you do hear the whispers of something in your ear.
I sit up, kind of look to my right and left, see if it was someone talking or anything.
You did not. You look around and you are hearing this whispering, but you don't see where it's coming from. As you listen closer, with the noise of the tavern, it's a little difficult to hear. But eventually, paying enough attention, you hear the words.
Your mic cut out.
Oh, I love that timing. It whispers the word more.
Byron will just kind of shake his head, go to the bar, and ask for a water. Just shaking it off, trying to get it out of his head. Stressed. Had a long day.
Daeshra slams the cup towards you, pushes it in your direction.
Just thank you. And
Yep.
I mean, at this point, I probably see where Turner is, and that he's just reading. As long as Turner hasn't, left the building.
Has Turner left the building?
Turner has refused to move and is just trying not to have an anxiety attack.
Ah. All y'all just have your whole... you guys are just one big party of anxious folk.
He's never been in a large group setting before. It's new.
That's fair.
And Byron's just gonna take his water sip and walk over to the twins and just be like, "Hey, so you guys are probably want to go sleep tonight, right? Didn't want to make any assumptions."
Yes. Sleep.
Eventually.
Good.
Do you want? Okay then.
I've spent way too much time around drunk people.
It's fine. He'll go. Okay.
I was born of drunk people.
I don't remember. Did we rent out the rooms that we had from the last time we slept here for longer than a night?
I believe you only rented it for one night, but it was also 2 months ago. I don't remember. But the Archdruid did offer his house as a place to sleep if you needed it.
And I'll go, okay, now, would you want to go up some stairs or walk along a path to get to your bed? He's asking them because he has no clue what their physical capabilities at the moment are.
You look like stairs.
Stairs.
Alright. And he's like, fair enough. And Byron will go up to Barkeep and say, if they're available, we'll take the rooms we had last night.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they're available. Wait, what accent? It was Russian. I gave him a Russian accent.
It is Russian lady.
Yes. The rooms are still available. Hold on. I need to remember how much the rooms were going for. I believe it was a previous arrangement was 1 silver for the night.
For both rooms, or one each?
1 each.
And then I'll...
But, considering the circumstances, you are the saviors of Selphia. The rooms are yours. Nobody else is sleeping in them tonight.
That's very kind. I'll still put down 2 silver ahead of time. These two had a lot to drink, so if any mess does end up happening, consider it potential paying forward if there's a mess. He's paying 2 silver because he's trying to be nice and say these two are probably going to throw up. Here's for the inconvenience of cleaning it up.
She says that's very kind of you, and then walks away without taking the silver.
Is it just a flat tabletop, or is there a smaller, like, behind the bar? Is there another layer to it?
There is.
I'll just set it on that lower area and walk over to the twins, like, all right, time for bed. And I'll help them up into the stairs, up into the rooms.
As you're helping them, they just reek of stale beer.
Just familiar.
Stale beer, sweat, blood in Ilien's case that is sort of dried on the front of her robes.
Yeah.
Turner, by now, the old drinking buddies have engaged in conversation and says, I think your buddies are walking away without you.
Then I'll call over and be like, Turner, we're heading up to bed.
Okay. Bye. And I go running up after him.
Benji says as you pass, he's like, "What a nice little kid," and then the other one's like, "He's a fucking bird."
I'll edit. How late into the evening is it at this point? Because I knew it was like just after sunset we had the fight.
Great question. It's about I would say about 9-10 o'clock.
Okay. Byron will help them up into their rooms and get them settled.
All right.
And then he's going to get them settled and then kind of turn to Turner and be like, "You ready for bed too?"
Yes. I'm gonna take a pillow and I just want to sleep in a corner.
While Byron's helping me settle down, I say, "No, I got this," and I get in my sitting position to meditate. And about 2 seconds later, I fall backwards onto my back. Legs stay in the same position. My back falls down to the floor, and I'm not meditating. I'm just sleeping.
Are you sure you don't want to be in a bed for that?
Oh, dude, I'm out.
Yeah. I'll grab a blanket.
If you want to move me, you can, but...
No, I'll take the blanket off of the other bed and throw it over him and set the pillow like next to his head if he wants it. Not picking up his head though.
Right.
Ilien's probably just like on top of the bed.
Oh yeah.
Not tucked in or anything, just dropped.
Basically, full on fell forward, sprawled on the bed.
Right. I'm totally picturing it.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever watched the movie School of Rock starring Jack Black?
Yes.
Of course, I have.
I'm guessing Ethan's the only person who hasn't seen that movie.
You would be correct.
All right, I figured because you're uncultured. Actually, Ethan, I need to have you watch that movie because I think you would love it.
I mean, no problem.
Jack Black in it, and if you don't like Jack Black, you're a sinner. But basically, it's about a guy who fakes being a substitute teacher to get some money because he's a bum and can't pay his rent. But he also like wants to be in a big rock band, but his bandmates kicked him out and stuff. And so he's like teaching this class of kids, right? Except for it's definitely illegal. It's a crime what he's doing. He's a criminal. But we glance over that because he's Jack Black. Yeah. And he figures out that all these kids, since it's like a very fancy preparatory school, are like amazing musicians and sort of like forms a band to win Battle of the Bands with these students. And it's one of my favorite movies with one of the dumbest premises I've ever seen. But anyway,
so it was
that was just a little sidebar.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never actually seen like a tenacious.
That's the plot of every Jack Black movie and Brutal Legend, the Jack Black video game.
Yes, exactly.
Is I want to be a rock star, but I'm bad at stuff. So plot happens. I'm good at music.
Well, he was always good at music. It's just that nobody appreciated it until the end.
Like
and
that's the plot of every Jack Black movie.
The true music was the friends we made along the way.
Or in the case of Tenacious D, the magic pick granted by Satan.
Yeah, I still have not seen that movie.
I haven't seen that one either yet. But
I like how we're saying as if it like just came out, even though it's been out for like years now.
I know, but now it's a matter of
12 years old.
I don't know, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's been 12 years and I still haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it was released in 2006.
Yeah,
God.
that's like saying, "Oh yeah, A New Hope. I've heard of that movie. I haven't seen it yet, though."
In the case of Christian Lanka, who is a friend of a mutual friend of Ethan and I, he had not watched it until I showed it to him last semester because he is also uncultured. But yeah, Pick of Destiny is a 15-year-old movie.
I know.
So anyway,
back to the plot of this.
Plot of this.
Yeah. Basically,
so everybody's sleeping, essentially?
Well, Byron's getting everyone ready to bed, and then Turner, are you in the same room as them?
I guess.
It's up to you. There's another room if you wanted to go to bed. Because I got the same ones that we had last time.
Oh, then yeah, I'm doing same sleeping arrangements as last time then.
I was asking about the time because Byron, once the twins are settled away, he's actually going to go walk up to the druid's house.
Ah, okay. I was not expecting that. Hold on, doing some math here. Okay. So after everybody's sleeping, hopefully in the Bacchus maneuver, so none of them choke on their own vomit in their sleep.
Yeah.
Another thing I learned in health class, because apparently I did not learn about mitochondria as well enough. You begin your trek to Archdruid Varys's treehouse, like an actual treehouse. You see, way off in the distance, above the trees, you do see the flickering lights of the pixies and that have since left the city. You make your way up and to this massive door that is at the base of this hollowed out oak tree. And you do hear two voices on the inside.
Do I hear anything particular as I'm walking up, or is it just murmuring at this point?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Hey!
Ooh, a decent perception check. That came out meaner than I meant for it to.
No, it's funny because
even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Exactly.
Indeed.
Unless it's like the one that got swamped.
Unless like the hands are just broken off, then.
Yep, that's what happened to the one that I had that one of the pool guys borrowed.
Ah.
They swamped it.
They swamped it.
Yeah,
Swamp.
which was really impressive on the grounds that it's rated to dive 60 feet and has been there. They managed to swamp it in the Loud Thunder pool.
Oh my god.
I made fun
I
of
don't
it
understand
for
how that's
using
actually possible.
Whoever
How
changed the
in the
battery didn't steal
bloody
it.
hell did you manage to do that?
Whoever the jeweler was that fixed it when the battery died fucked up. Yeah, they didn't reseal my
Man,
dive.
I miss camp a lot, but also I'm so busy. Anyway.
So, 20 on perception.
20 on perception. As you listen, you hear the voice of the Archdruid, and then a much deeper voice talking behind the door. You hear the following. The first person speaking being the Archdruid. I must send word to someone nearby in case of the return of the famine. And he says, the entire financial stability of this settlement is based on our farms. And if a famine were to return, it would wipe the entire village clean. It wouldn't even be on maps anymore. He's like, yes, I understand. And basically, they're just talking about the possibility of the return of the famine and how they plan on addressing it.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing else other really specific than that.
All right. And after hearing that, I'll just kind of nod my head and I'll knock on the door.
All right, hold on. After you knock on the door, after a few seconds, the door creaks open a little bit, and you see the long, sullen face of the Archdruid, his long red hair flowing behind him, and he says, "Yes, what can I help you with?"
Oh, I just wanted to check up on you and say thank you for your help in the battle tonight, I guess. You offered a place.
No, I should be thanking you. This city is, well, this village, I should say, is, well, I'm not specifically the governing leader or anything. I've put a lot of time into it, and
Mm-hmm.
I consider myself a protector. And my powers in my old age are very limited, and there's little I can do about a plague that would wipe out this fair city's farming and agricultural assets. He says, just sort of staring off.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's not as chaotic as tonight was in the coming days. Maybe some clarity will bring a solution.
Yes, I should imagine so. I'm currently sitting down with a friend discussing our options. We want to send word to somebody, but I don't think any of the nearby settlements want to waste any resources on our little village.
Yeah. Tough world we all live in, but I also wanted to say that, or give you a heads up that if we do run into each other again, the punching ones, the twins. So
The punching ones, yes. I feel that's a rather apt name.
they might be a little frustrated with you, but that's just because their bond is very close.
Yes, I perhaps should have explained myself before I ran off. I felt like if I could get the Fey spirits under control, I could possibly stop the creature that
Yes.
you have defeated. But I guess I should have made myself more clear.
Oh, and it was a good strategy in the end. Just if they seem frustrated, that's probably why. But also, I wanted to ask. I had inquired about this one of the first times we had met, about a name that I had asked if you had heard come through this town in any recent time. And I could have sworn you said that you had remembered someone coming through, but we didn't get to really talk about it with the chaos of tonight.
Yes, so much has happened. What was the name?
Hold on, I want to make sure I got this right.
Yeah.
Just what was his last name again?
The Archdruid?
Yeah.
Lionadel.
Okay, that's why. Lyodon. The last name of Lyodon.
Yes, yeah, it's been a while since I've heard the name, but I definitely remember hearing it. He's going to go ahead and roll a history check to see how well he remembers. Oh man, I missed dice, like actual physical dice. History is an intelligence roll, I believe.
Yes.
Yep.
Oof, that's not a good roll.
Oh man, nuts.
Okay, if I go here. I remember, it was some time ago, but a traveler came through here, and I remember chatting with them as I was in the market square, and they when they told me their name, I said, obviously observed the similarities in our names, mine being Lionadel and there being Lyodon. If I remember correctly, we are both of the same race because, Elvish customs and whatnot. Are you looking for someone?
Oh, someone who was close to me once. That was their surname. They went in search of another family member of theirs, and we might be passing through an area that I last remember them being. So thought, well, if there's a chance, maybe I could pick up some info for them.
Yes. Unfortunately, in my old age, my memory no longer serves me as well as it once did.
Do you remember if they were male or female or?
Such concepts get very muddled in the details, but I feel like it was a woman.
Okay. Well, thank you for the info. And yeah, don't know if we might run into each other one more time before we continue our trek to, what was the name of the floating city again?
Fordraid.
So we continue our trek to Fordraid, but I did want to say thank you, and I wish you luck in what comes next.
I wish you luck as well.
Thank you. And I'll, just kind of dip my head a little bit and walk back to the tavern.
Yes. He bows slightly and closes the door and begins talking with his friend once again.
Mm.
You make your way back to the tavern. Through the doors, the tavern is definitely quieted down by this point. Go back up to your room. And wait, did all of you guys stay in one room?
No, Ilien and Corik had a room on the left of the hallway, and then Turner and I had a room on the right.
Right. Okay, so you go back into your room and close the door behind you.
I guess if the door was left unlocked, I would peek in just to, like, see if, Ilien and Corik were, throwing up or something.
You look in, and both of them still seem to be just fine.
All right, I'll quietly close the door and then go to bed.
When he walks in our room, I would like to try to stay awake.
Okay.
So when he walks in, where did you go?
I went to see the druid. I knew.
Why?
I knew the twins needed their sleep, and I. Do you remember the question I asked him earlier about the last name?
No.
Well, he might have had some info on someone I once knew, so I went to ask him again, and didn't get much. But I wanted to talk to him before we headed out.
Okay.
How you feeling, Turner?
Not good.
Tired?
Tired?
Me too. And he's taking off his sword and everything and getting into bed.
All right.
Turner will also awkwardly kind of turn over and go to sleep.
All right. Cuddling with your singular pillow.
Yes.
You nuzzle it gently and eventually find yourself off to sleep. Byron, you toss and turn a little bit before finally finding sleep. But the last thing that happens before your eyes close, you once again hear the faint whispering of the word "more."
I was gonna say, I kind of clearly blink like at the ceiling, squeeze my eyes, like tight, like how if you have a headache, just shit,
Yeah,
and then just roll over and just be not now. 'Cause I'm beat, tired.
all right. So, all of you finding sleep. I think now would be a great time to award experience. Don't you guys agree?
Woohoo!
Absolutely.
It's been a while since I've awarded it, so you guys stockpiled a lot. So each of you guys gets 925 experience points.
Damn.
I appreciate that number.
900.
Yeah. If all of you guys have the same amount of experience, you guys should all be up to 2,050.
Oh.
Was it? Hold on, because you said 925. I had 1075.
Oh, I
said
I said 975.
Oh, 975.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah,
Oh.
now it'd be 2000.
Yeah, I said 925. I meant 975.
Okay. Yeah, 2050. Yeah. XP chart.
No, we haven't.
Slip of the
That's
tongue.
level 3. We've hit level 3. Or actually, no.
You guys have been level 3.
No, sorry. The other game I was playing tonight, we had just hit level 3 tonight. That's why my brain was at.
It is possible by the end of this session y'all hit level 4.
Ooh.
It is possible. I'm not saying it's going to happen though.
Yeah.
It probably
Depends
won't.
on how long we end up playing.
Yeah.
Usually we only stream for 3 hours, which means we have about an hour left that we usually play, but that doesn't mean we cannot continue to play longer.
Yes.
But that's totally up to y'all.
Hey, I got to get up and go to work in the morning, so.
So,
Let's.
our usual playtime.
Yeah.
That's all right. It also matters how many. It also matters how far I have in my notes, which my notes for the session are pretty padded. So, anyway, you all awake. Ilien with a bit of a splitting headache. Corik, yours is less so, but you definitely don't feel tip top. Byron, Byron and Turner, you guys both got adequate sleep, I suppose. Looking out the windows, it's a very cloudy day. Well, actually, in the distance, you see dark clouds looming, but in the village of Selphia, the sun is still shining. However, it doesn't seem like it'll be that way for long. The folks are bustling about, getting their days started. But yeah, as you guys are waking up and doing your morning rituals, what would you like to do?
I'm just making sure that Ilien and Corik are alive. They went pretty hard on the drink that night.
Alive I am. Well, I am not.
You know?
Make the light go away.
Well, you don't have to worry about that too much. Looks like it's going to be a really cloudy day.
Good.
And I'll kind of look at Corik and kind of gauge where he is at awakeness.
Awake, alert, not happy to be either.
Oh, just got on. I don't know if you noticed, but I think there's a storm coming in to town. Maybe we stick around another day. Hate to have to walk through that.
Agreed.
Good. Bed.
And so you just roll over and go back to
Ilien
sleep?
proceeds to roll over, put the pillow over her head, and ignore Byron being there.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing then?
I'm gonna go get food and have breakfast, and then probably just come back upstairs and see what the others want to do.
Right.
I am going to start to meditate properly, or try to, at the very least,
All right.
to make up for what little
Okay.
sleep I got last night.
Yeah, and I guess it should suffice to say you guys are all fully rested,
Mm-hmm.
even though Ilien and Corik do not feel their greatest.
So I'm just here to help them, whatever they need.
Yep.
Turner's also going to go down and get food.
Fair. So, as you two are down getting food, you see that Beishra has already cooked you up a nice warm plate of salted meats and eggs. She's like, it's nice and hot. Enjoy it. Let me know if you need anything.
Thank you again. And I begin eating.
Would
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, would I eat eggs?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Nah, I was just wondering because, I'm bird. Is it
Yeah, but if
cannibalism?
Only if it's the same species of bird. Like blue jays eat other birds' eggs.
Good enough for me.
You're also a bird person, so...
Also
Wait.
fair.
Do kangaroos hatch from eggs?
They do
Thoughts
now.
for later. Thoughts for later.
Say, your campaign world.
Yeah, I know. Reproductive cycles of creatures is the very last thing I think about. Actually, no. It comes up a lot more often than it usually does.
They should.
You
I
draw
need
genetic
to-
squares for your.
Bro, Punnett squares? Dude, I said the nucleus was the powerhouse of the cell. Do you think I understand Punnett squares? I don't understand shit.
Well, you see, it's what happens when you digest food.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was funny.
I did too. It's just It was just, oh, come on. I thought it was funny, but it was more of a groan response than a straight up laugh.
Guys, somebody has given us a riddle in chat.
Ooh.
You see me every day, stare at me and you'll lose. I've never lost a staring contest and never will. What am I?
Fun. That's what I think.
What'd you say?
Yeah,
The sun.
I'm pretty sure it's the sun.
Yeah, I guess the final answer is the sun. Oh, guys, we have 6 people watching. One of them's me.
That's still 6 people.
Also, it was the sun.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. You guys are so smart.
They responded before any one of us put it in chat.
Yeah.
That must mean they're watching.
Really,
And they think it was funny that we didn't respawn that fast.
Oops.
yeah. Turns out that the
Oh, they got another one.
oh.
Good. It lets me catch up on my notes while alligator turtle writes riddles.
That is not how you spell alligator, but I have no room to talk.
No. You think the nucleus is the powerhouse of the sun.
I do not. I would say it's a Freudian slip, but I don't think that applies in this instance.
Not unless you're attracted to cells. Do we need to have a discussion, Parker?
It's morning. What are we doing?
I'm sleeping with a pillow over my head because I am very hungover.
I'll get some pocket bacon for you on the way up.
What's up with D&D parties and pocket bacon? Like, what is that?
I mean, cured meat that they can carry around in their pocket.
Yeah, but also that was I was specifically referencing Crit Roll.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Anyhow, as you two are sitting there eating your foods, a shorter, balding man walks in and comes and sits next to you, and he says, "Judging by your apparel, I'm assuming you're the ones I have come to talk to. Yes? Are you the so-called saviors of Selphia?"
Yes, we have been called that.
Would you not yourselves call yourselves that?
And I just kind of look towards Corik and Turner. Just,
is Corik down there with you?
I thought Corik came down for breakfast.
No, Corik is meditating.
Yes.
Quote unquote.
Alligator Turtle has posted their next riddle, so.
Oh, let's answer. My
path, no end in sight. I stop for no one, walking as always. What am I?
Well, what was the first part?
I walk on a worn path, no end in sight. I stop for no one, walking as always. What am I?
Winnie the Pooh when he was following his own tracks.
I'm waiting for the message to appear in chat because I haven't seen it yet.
It's in chat right now.
I just opened it on my
I can't see it.
Really?
Oh, I guess I'll just refresh the page. There it is.
I was having that problem the other day.
There's a very easy way to determine the answer. You just gotta think smartly.
Parker, no Googling.
Damn it.
That's cheating.
About to say, we just mysteriously all start hearing keyboard sounds.
Clickety clack. Unfortunately, my keyboard is not the clickety clackety ones.
Oh,
Either way,
but that's mostly because I spilled Mountain Dew in it.
It's homemade clickety clack.
It is.
So
it was not nearly as clickety clack.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, Alligator Turtle. I just didn't want him to try and cheat by trying to Google the answer.
Yeah. What walks without end? I don't know, a GIF?
A photon.
I don't know. That's a tough one, alligator turtle. What has this become?
I don't know. It's like in and out of.
This becomes we play D&D while solving riddles from chat, thanks to Alligator Turtle tuning in.
I feel like if we don't answer 3, we're gonna have nightmares for the rest of our lives.
Well, these are only the third riddle's harder than this one. You might be fucked.
I give up. I don't know about the rest of you.
Oh yeah, I have no idea.
No,
I don't know.
This one's got me beat.
So, much like Ilien, I have been drinking while we're playing.
Oh.
So
yeah. Well, watch him say the answer to the riddle, and the riddle is just our coordinates.
It better not
Let's
be.
get 'em, boys.
Latitude 38.479, longitude.
Oh God.
Yeah, you can
Also,
if you
I
like.
have no idea what my exact latitude and longitude is.
Yeah, go ahead, alligator turtle. Tell us the answer. None of us know.
We don't got it.
Yeah, I got nothing. Other than most of a bottle of alligator turtle. I hate you. It's
What
brilliant,
was it?
but I hate you.
Oh.
It's time.
Oh damn, that's a good one.
Oh,
I get it,
Yes,
but like,
it's brilliant.
into the
But I hate
future.
All right.
To play.
If there's a third riddle, I'm not going to pay attention. I'm going to run D&D now. I appreciated the riddles, though.
Yeah.
Back to the tavern.
The riddles were.
Byron goes, yeah, you can call us that. Savors of Selphia, you know? Alliteration. Good.
Oh, well, then I suppose you're the ones I should talk to. My name is Jeremiah Rickland. I'm, strictly speaking, the Lord Noble of Selphia, the technical overseer, even though mostly the duties fall to Archdruid Veris. But I just wanted to come and congratulate and thank you for your services in our fair village.
Oh, well, thank you. We're glad to provide assistance when it was needed.
Alligator turtle.
What?
I'm still talking to alligator turtle.
There's a reason I put that in chat so we didn't have to interrupt. Way to go, Joey.
Joey,
I
you
am writing
bitch
notes
bastard.
while reading chat and listening to Parker. So
Dookie.
See,
Anyway.
look, that's exact. Alligator Turtle and I are on the same page. Didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I put
go
in
on.
one of my class discords that we were streaming in case people wanted to come watch.
Mhm.
So I don't know if this is just some random person who stumbled upon it, or if it's a person who is from one of my classes. So I have no idea.
It's a mystery.
Either way, we're gonna play D&D now. He's this older man. He's wearing what appears to be fine clothes, finer than most of the other residents of the city. I usually only visit when I need to, collect important information, taxes, bureaucratic stuff. None of it's really very interesting. But when I heard that some strange happenings were occurring in the city, I had to check up on it, as are my lordly duties. And I was briefed by the Archdruid, and I believe I owe you some compensation for your protection of our village of Selphia here.
Oh, I thank you. Yes. And and the others that have helped are currently still resting, and I will split this among us.
He pulls out a bag that he had sort of tied to one of his belt loops, and he plops it down. You hear a large clanking. It's a decent-sized bag. He's like, in this coin purse, you will find exactly 100 gold pieces. And it's yours to split up amongst your counterparts, whichever ways you see fit. Consider this a thank you from the crown, essentially, for doing your service in the community at large.
Thank you. This is very kind.
Thank you.
I'll slide it over to my side just so it's closer.
Yes.
But yeah, and just say thank you and offer. I don't know if there's food left on the table. I'll offer him some.
No, thank you. I had eaten before I arrived here. That's all. I wish you a good day. Well, do you plan on staying in Selphia for very long?
Well, Selphia was kind of a stopping point for us. We're on a journey to another city, but with how the weather's looking, I think we might stick around for another day or two.
Yes, weather is kind of unpredictable, but I wish you good luck, fair adventurers, and I wish you a long life and much success. Good day. And then he walks out.
Good day.
What? Never mind.
And once he leaves, I'll kind of turn to Turner and go, "That's a lot of money."
Lot of money. And I go and start trying to take the money out of the bag so I can count it myself.
If there is 100 in there, we each get 25, so don't get too grabby.
Not too grabby.
Yeah.
One,
I
3.
And finish counting or split up whatever needs to be and eating breakfast, and then I'll head up to the rooms again after that, grabbing some leftover food for the other two who decided to sleep in.
Right. Okay, so since we have a moment right now that not a whole lot is going to be happening, I just want to throw a few things out there real quick. One, that proposed rule that I was talking about earlier is, and we're going to put it up to a vote. Actually, no, we're going to have it where it's either unanimous or we don't do it. How would you guys feel if I, the Dungeon Master, Parker DeBenny, first of his name and king of jack shit, rolled death saves?
For us?
Yes.
And rolled it for us and then didn't tell us unless we stabilized or died?
Yes.
I'm fine with that.
That works.
Never played with a mechanic like it, so, I mean, yeah.
I've heard of it
It's
before,
new.
and it's supposed to really help with the immersion.
Yeah, because objectively, you guys wouldn't know
No.
Yeah.
if you are dying or not.
If you're
Well-
unconscious, then you don't.
Well, you'd know you're dying, but you don't know if you'd succeed or fail if you're unconscious and cannot physically, gauge your, relative aliveness.
No, yeah, it makes sense. I'm gonna try it.
All right, if it gets to a point where we don't like it, and we're like, nah, I need to roll, then just let me know, and we won't do it anymore. I just think it would be fun to try. Another thing. Damn it, what was the other thing? If I remember it, I'll bring it up. But yes, so you're going back up to your room. Is what else is... So, Ilien is currently sleeping her drunkenness off, or hangover off. So, Byron, you said you're going back up to your room.
Yeah, and I'll peek in if they're awake or not, and offer some of the leftover food, or just set it up in that room if they wake up and want it. So if it's a bread or something, not something that can get cold and gross.
All right. Do you have the coin pouch, or is Turner still counting?
I think Turner's still counting it.
48, 49.
Exactly.
So, Turner, are you literally just staying at the bar, just counting the coins until you make sure that there's 100?
Yep.
Or did you come up with us at one point?
Yeah, I mean, I'm staying until I count it, but then after I do that, I'm running up with you guys.
I think I probably would have waited until Turner got done counting before I went upstairs.
Yeah, if he's counting like 1 a second, it'll be like, a minute and a half by the time he finishes.
He's a little bit faster than that. It was...
Okay. Then, yeah, it'll take like a minute. And then you head upstairs, you check in on Corik and Ilien. Is Corik still just snoozing away as well?
Corik is meditating, like I said.
Yeah, meditating.
But yeah, he's still meditating while folks are coming in. Okay. Or whatever's going on.
They're just sort of checking in on you. So when you're meditating, are you technically, like, are you aware?
I think that's a thing. Like, when you're meditating... No, I'm be thinking of a Warforged thing.
I can't remember offhand. Let me check. Races is before classes in the handbook, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, are you actually flipping through a handbook?
Yeah. To find the rule about meditating.
What? Actual D&D, like, physical items? That's fantastic.
I mean, I got my handbook right here to my right.
Yeah, no, it's a PDF. I wish it were physical. I'd find it faster.
You have a PDF?
Sorta, yeah.
That's not as great. Built into Roll20, there is the little compendium thing.
Oh, right. That's so handy that I wish I had remembered existed.
Yeah, it's sometimes you can't always find what you need, but I'm just letting you know of its existence.
I understand it's there.
Yes. If you're aware, then you will see Byron and Turner come in offering you some food that is left. Oh, yeah, and Byron, while you were eating at the table, you did look over the table and see that the 2 silver pieces are still just sitting there.
And is it busy this morning, or is there no one really?
There's basically nobody in there. There's maybe like 1 or 2 people enjoying a cup of coffee.
And I'll go up and take it back, obviously noting that the bartender meant it.
Yeah.
And I'll try to be sneaky about it so it doesn't look like I'm just straight up stealing from the bar.
You can go ahead and roll a actually, no, there's only 2 people in here. We don't need a roll.
Yeah.
Unless you want to.
No, I was going to say, I just kind of look around, body block, and pick them up off the table.
Right, okay.
For the record, it says semi-conscious, so I'd probably notice them coming in.
You'd probably hear us come in.
Yeah, it'd be like being jostled awake when you're just about to fall asleep.
All right. So when they come in, are you going to break your meditation, or are you just chilling?
I'll break my meditation. Get up, say thanks for the food.
Yeah, and don't forget to offer some to Ilien. I know she's asleep, but she does need to eat.
Will do.
All right. Yes, your rest. I'm probably gonna maybe take another nap myself. And I'll go back to my room and just kind of rest.
All right.
All right. So going back to your rooms, Byron, you said you're going to take a nap. What are you going to do, Mr. Bird Friend?
After dispersing money to everybody.
Oh, yeah. So are you distributing it, like, equally?
Yes.
So that means all y'all get 25 gold pieces.
Yep. Add my silver back into my thing.
And then after that, I'm not sure if I ever actually did finish it, so I'm just gonna go through and start finishing up the History of Selphia book that I bought.
Oh yeah, forgot that existed.
Mhm.
2 months will do a lot to you, huh?
Yeah, like fuck. So yes, poring over the book, you gather a lot. So after the kingdom that you all currently reside in, known as the Nocturnal Kingdom, was founded, many folk traveled northwest to seek lives elsewhere, while traveling towards Lithian, the capital city. Several families traveling in large caravans decided to settle along the River Terran, which is the river of which you guys went to the mouth of to play along the beach. Uh, they wanted to start their new lives there, and many farms started to sprout up to help feed the families who built their homes along the river. However, the disease eventually infected their crops around the end of the Second Age and killed off many of their livestock. It was when all hope seemed lost that the Archdruid arrived in Selphia and used his nature magic to sort of summon the Fey spirits who would lift the disease from the crops, which you guys now know did not seem to be as friendly as it once seemed. The Archdruid has remained in the village in order to keep control of the Fey spirits, and thus making Selphia all happy and healthy for the foreseeable future. And then there's some other notable figures, like prominent members of society who have built certain things, like one of them who built the well about 70, 80 years ago, and other things like that. But yeah, that's all the stuff you glean from your book.
I was gonna say, you could just send me all that later if you wanted to.
No,
Well-
it's actually good to listen. Listening to a DM talk about lore is really good.
Yeah, I
Yes.
spent time writing it. I was going to use it, damn it.
Yeah, I
would've
wrote it.
thought-
I needed to be heard. Damn it.
I mean, I'm clearly the best communicator of knowledge here.
Yeah, just so fluent I communicate. I can send it to you if you want for future reference.
I would like it at some point, yes.
I'll send it to you now.
Oh, well, thank you.
Wow, that's actually a
Knowledge.
lot more text than I thought. It doesn't look that big on my screen, but then I send it as a Discord text and it looks huge. Anyhow. Yeah, you've finished reading up your book, Byron. As you go off to sleep, you have rather unpleasant dreams of the night before you met the party. You start remembering things that happened that night, and it's a lot of stuff you sort of wish you could forget, but these dreams are evidence that that probably won't be happening anytime soon.
Whenever he does wake up, he'll just kind of sit up and just look, just like, are you? Kind of a frustrated face, but then just doing stretches and a little bit of workouts, get his joints loose, just to try and get his mind off of it.
Yeah,
He's trying.
it wasn't a fantastic dream, but at least you feel a little more well rested.
Yeah. Got rid of the last few bits of aches and cramps.
Yeah. All right. So are you guys literally just taking this day to just sleep in and lounge around?
Yeah, and I mean, I'll probably end up just, taking a walk around the town just to get my legs stretched, but other than that, I'm not doing anything else.
All right. As you're walking around the town, the clouds have since come over the village and has begun slightly raining. It's just a drizzle, though.
Just kind of take note of it and make my way back to the tavern before it picks up.
All right, so if you guys are all right with it, we're just going to skip through this day and move on to the next one.
Sounds good for me.
Sounds good.
All right. You all wake up the following morning. The clouds have seemed to subsist a little bit, but the sun isn't really shining. It is sort of cloudy and light gray to the sky, and it is a bit windy, chill autumn wind blowing through the air. Apparently we have another riddle for the next long rest, so we might as well take this time to do it. It does look like you spelled intriguing right, but I'm unsure. I think today is evidence enough that I am a fucking moron.
It's all right. The right idea was gotten across.
All right. So the riddle being, cleaning is what I do, eating anything I can. Large I may be, a conscience I lack. What am I? Hint: Dungeons and Dragons. Ignore this until a long rest occurs. Yeah. All right.
All right, I'm gonna guess
What was it again?
gelatinous cube right out the gate seems right. It doesn't have a.
It does. It does.
It does have a
All right.
conscience.
No, I mean I was saying that does make sense.
Yeah.
Can you say it again?
They also proposed that we introduce an NPC that just randomly approaches the party and just asks them random riddles.
It's not like it's more of a spectral NPC where they just appear sometimes.
It's sort of like Maik the liar from Skyrim, who just sort of appears randomly and then you talk to him, but he doesn't have any dialogue options.
Yeah.
Yes.
He just says random obscure shit that vaguely makes sense.
No, it's like the Dark Souls little notes you can leave, and if you just come across one, it just says "time for crab," and you're just like, "What? What does that mean?"
So
Who
true.
wrote this and when?
Yeah.
But yeah. Cleaning is what I do. Eating anything I can. So, they clean, they eat, they're large, and they lack a conscience. Well, it's not me.
Rust monsters.
Rust
all
monsters.
the magic items. And all the metal armor.
I was gonna say, gelatinous cube definitely is still, I think, in the running because basically cleans flesh off a bone.
Yeah, it is also a very well-known D&D creature. So.
It is. Rust monster is a little bit more obscure.
I've
But just as
encountered
terrible.
one.
Dude, I've never actually used a rust monster.
So we could go super obscure and go with the disenchanter that just does magic.
Is that a 5th edition thing?
No. I don't think it's existed since maybe 3rd edition. It might be 2nd.
That sounds terrible, and I hate it. As much as we worship our Lord and Savior Gary Gygax, that asshole literally existed just to make things that fucked up the players.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Like, everything he made was just in response to the players doing stupid shit, which I feel like is the epitome of what a dungeon master is, so...
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta hit the players with the massive stick of womp.
Yeah. You ever get the mollywops? So yeah.
No, I like that riddle.
Yeah. I think we should clock in our answer as gelatinous cube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pending the response. Damn it, we can't play Jeopardy music right now.
Nope,
We would get
copyright.
We would get
Yeah, but I can
striked
whistle
so hard.
poorly.
But
We
it
might
is
get
correct.
striked just for saying the word Jeopardy.
That's how it is sometimes.
It wasn't too simple. The riddle I made like 2 sessions ago was very simple. Like the one where it's Shadow, and like Dan got it like right almost instantly.
The one where I never saw it was too woozy as a character to participate.
Yeah.
I was really disappointed because I knew the answer.
Yeah.
But I knew Ilien couldn't say anything because she was too out of it.
Yeah, that puzzle thing. I forget what it's called off the top of my head.
Cryptex.
Yeah, I remembered it from the movie The Da Vinci Code that my mom had playing when I was a child, and I was too stupid to understand what any of it meant. But I remember that little thing, and the answer to the puzzle on that one was apple. And I was like, okay, so 5 to 6 letter words. That shouldn't be too hard.
I think there's a 4th book in that series now.
I don't care.
I do. They were good.
Were they?
Yeah. Read the.
What they're about?
Angels and Demons.
Is Joey cutting out for anybody else too, or is it just me?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, my computer.
He
did a
was for
weird
me too.
thing. Everything went dark for a second and then came back. So I should be.
Oh, that's not terrifying.
That's frightening. Wait, did that happen on stream?
It shouldn't have, because my computer's done it before when we're streaming, and it doesn't. Seem
We still look good. We still look good. Anyway, so I think we can squeeze in a little bit more before we end tonight's session. So you wake up, and in the case of Ilien, you're unsure what day it is now, because your sleeping pattern has been very weird. But you have gotten plenty of sleep. All of you guys are definitely under the category of fully rested. It is still a bit of a tough thing to walk, considering that you haven't been using your legs for the past 36 hours. But getting up, getting yourselves ready, what would you like to do?
Food.
Food, indeed.
Ah, yes, food. Good food.
Good food for everyone then.
So as you go downstairs, you see Beatra is preparing yourself some meals. She looks over to you, Byron, and she says, "No, my hospitality is obviously all yours, but do you have a rough idea of when you'll be leaving your rooms, so I can potentially..."
I kind of looks at the group. I think we were planning on heading out today, actually.
All right. I didn't want to make it sound like I was kicking you out or anything, but I do have a business to run. Of
It's
course,
understandable.
but, all right. Whereabouts might you be heading? You said you were heading to the floating city, yes?
Yes. Forge Raid. That's our current track right now.
Any particular reason you're heading there?
It floats.
It's a
Floating.
flying city, ma'am.
You know, that is a fair point. I just don't know if you know any specific things about the city other than that it's floating, obviously. But there are many outlandish things out in the world, and I was just wondering why you chose this one in particular.
It was close and outlandish.
That's true. We
That it is.
we happened to find ourselves grouped up, and why not take the opportunity to explore a little bit?
All right. I believe I've met a man who's been from Forge Raid, and he said something about them taming flying creatures up there and stuff of the like. While being up in the sky, what else are you going to do?
Was that a question or more of a just kind of what else would you do if you're in the sky?
Yeah, it was more of a rhetorical question.
Yeah.
Like, what else are you going to do in the sky except for,
fly around.
fly around.
Float.
Well, it was nice having you in the city. Well, here, I prepared you one final breakfast before you make your way out into the main streets of the real world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have yourself a nice one. Thank you much.
Yep.
Hmm.
You begin eating your food. After you finish up, your belly's all full. Oh, fuck off, Kian. It's spelled intriguing. Wait. Oh,
Sad thing is,
so he added
that could
a
literally-
U.
Added a U.
Actually,
No,
he
he-
put the
he
U in the wrong
moved
spot.
the-
literally
you
have
moved
been Corik
Ah.
or Kian, because I feel that both
Honestly.
would have done that.
Yes.
Honestly, yeah.
Just Corik, just under his breath. It's
The
actually
difference
spelled
is-
intrigue.
Ilien would have smacked him if it was Corik. I can't
Yeah.
Kian.
Yeah, but if you could reach me, Joey would smack Kian. So
Yeah.
I know. If Byron heard it, he just would have gone. Shut the fuck up, Corin.
Haven't even
Just
known
like
each
if-
other that
if he
long. But that's
Yeah.
still the response.
I was
Yeah.
looking in chat to find intriguing to check for myself. I couldn't find it anywhere.
Before you realized it was in a different app.
Yeah.
All right. So, a nice hearty breakfast in your bellies. What would you like to do now?
I start pulling out the map I have, and where do we go next?
Scroll up to
Is there any way?
it's an info for players, I think. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
pressed show to players, so hopefully you guys can
Oh.
see it now.
Hey,
Yeah,
there
it
it is.
even popped up on the stream, so people can actually see things. I'm gonna blow it up bigger. For you.
Yeah. So
Go ahead.
There we
I think
go. Look at that.
we
stream.
said
Look,
we're.
headed to Port Ludo.
I thought we were heading to Scaldhammer.
Oh, or Skullhammer. I didn't.
We
I
are
guess
here.
that too.
Yeah, because Scaldhammer to Fangvale, then to Ravenstone, then to Forge Read.
Forge World,
Forge World.
Forge World.
the new
Raid,
new,
Forge World.
Forge Anvil.
amusement, the new amusement park
Yeah,
brought to you
Forge
by the
World.
entrepreneurial spirits of Valorant.
yeah.
Brought to you by Fantasy Elon Musk.
Dude, if my world has an Elon Musk, promise me you guys will kill him.
you gotta.
Is it just
No.
Elon Tusk from Rick and Morty?
Oh my god!
If you make it
version?
obvious, then yes. If you make it obvious, then we'll be more inclined to.
All right. So with the map out, you begin charting your course. Now what?
I think we're on our way to Scaldhammer.
Were we gonna buy that tent before we left?
Oh, I
We
mean,
talked
yeah.
about it. I have, it in
have
my
the
notes
money
that
for
we
it
talked
now.
about buying the tent, and I feel as though now would be the time to do it before we leave the town that has the tent in it.
you have a point. And we definitely have the money for it now. So if we want to get the tent on the way out, then let's get a tent on the way out.
Yeah, now's the time to do it.
All right, let's go get a tent. 'Cause
Yeah.
if we
No,
To the
wave
tent.
goodbye to the
I-
marksman
Gang buys
we
the
have.
tent.
not sleeping in the rain when it rains.
Yes.
It's cold enough
Stepping outside.
without being wet in the rain.
Stepping outside, it is no longer raining. However, the wind has picked up and it is quite chilly.
I put on my winter coat.
Yep, me too.
Pop up the hood and get the jacket nice and secure.
All right. I just had the image in my head of Ilien trying to pull up her hood and then her horns just like accidentally ripping through it.
No. There are specially cut holes for the horns that go through.
Right.
Realistically,
Okay.
it's probably more of slits. The hood comes down and you just
Yeah.
tie them around the horns.
Mm-hmm.
That way I get a nice warm hood.
So you guys were heading to the general store then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You head towards the
tent and not the name of the storekeeper.
To be fair, if it makes you feel better, I don't remember the voice I gave for this guy, so he's probably going to be an entirely different NPC now.
Fine.
So, you walk towards the shop, which hanging from the sign hanging in front of it reveals that its name is the Gorged Satchel. Walking in, you find the short human merchant standing there. He has sort of a brown mohawk going on. He also has got these really deep black eyes. He looks and says, "Yeah, what can I do for you?"
I just kind of let Ilien lead the way. She was the one who remembered the tent.
You still have that tent?
Yeah, I think I still have it around. Here, let me go check for it. And then he just sort of slinks back into the deeper into the store, trying to find the tent that he mentioned to you earlier. Also, I'm looking for the thingamajig.
Yeah, I took basically no notes on the shop other than it existed.
Mm-hmm.
And that we bought stuff to burn a troll with.
Huh?
That is the extent of my notes on the shop. So I didn't even write down that I had that the tent was there. I just remembered it.
I believe this is where you guys went. It's been so long. I probably should have watched the session in preparation for this, but I didn't have the time. So
I remember this is where I got my book from, and I also remember that he was a meanie to Turner.
How was he a meanie?
He sent us.
I don't remember.
To the druid.
He did point you in the direction of the druid. Yes, I do remember that. He says, "Yeah, I got this tent for you. If you're still looking to buy it, I'm willing to part with it for about 3 gold."
I turn and look at Ilien and Corik. I mean,
fits 2 people, but if you snuggle up, I'm sure all of you can fit in it just fine.
I just kind of looked to him because Ilien was the one who remembered, so she could pay for it.
I'll pay for it.
3 gold is a good price. It'll last you well. It's made out of good material. As he says that, one of the tent poles just sort of like limps forward. It's not broken. It just doesn't look very great. He just sort of like shuffles it back in. It's like it's supposed to do that. It's fine.
I don't believe him, but I still want something I can sleep out of the rain.
Yeah. All right.
If the supports don't work, just throw it over yourself like a giant blanket.
Yup.
I mean,
so you're paying him then, Ilien?
Yeah. I'll pay him 3 gold.
All right. You hand him the gold pieces. He slides you the tent, which is basically just held together with a thick piece of twine. He just sort of rolls the gold pieces around in his fingers for a minute, and he says, "All right, is there anything else I can get for you?"
I kind of just shuffle up to the desk, look up at him, and just go, "Books?"
Weren't you just in here the other day asking for books?
More books?
I didn't really get more in stock since the last time you were here.
Kind of get down with an angry look and start walking towards the door.
All right. Sorry about that. If there's nothing I can do for you, have a nice day. Stay warm, I suppose.
thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. leaving the Gorge Satchel, you're now back on the streets of Selphia.
Oh, all right. Come on to Skullhammer.
All right. So, leaving through the what the hell was that? Nothing. We're good. Leaving through the northern path of Selphia. Actually, no. Hold on. Let me look at the map.
The eastern, or no,
Mean.
western. My bad.
Map. The map.
Kinda northwest.
Yeah. The sort of northwestern direction. You begin heading towards the city of Skullhammer. As you are traveling, trying to keep the cold wind, how about we establish a marching order? In fact, if you guys, actually no, never mind. We don't need to change maps right now. So I do, however, still want to know a marching order. So who's taking the lead?
I'll have Byron take the lead initially.
All right.
I'll be behind Byron.
I'll take
Holding
up
the map, I
rear.
presume.
Yes, holding the map.
All right. So how fast are y'all moving? Taking your time. How you doing this?
I think just like a normal pace, not being particularly stealthy, or just kind of a normal walking pace, not trying to push ourselves. I think.
All right. So, walking at your modest pace, you're making your way down the road. After a few hours, you don't see many people. There is occasionally a few carts passing with folks traveling from the coast or making their way northeast, what have you. But about 3 hours into your walk, you see a grand carriage being pulled by 2 white horses coming across the horizon.
Kind of get the group's attention to go. Let's kind of walk to the side of the road, huh? And just kind of get us to the side of the path that the horse carriage won't be on.
As the carriage gets closer, you see that following it loosely are 5 figures in heavy plated armor, also on horses, and are just jaunting behind it. It gets closer and closer to you, just inching towards, and you see that this very elegant carriage appears to be pulling some very important people, and these 5 knights you see, a lot of them wielding weapons, are sort of making a protective barrier around this carriage. But go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, are there any identifying insignia or anything like that on the carriage of the knights?
Go ahead and make just make an intelligence check, I suppose.
Okie dokie.
Can I roll for
Yeah.
that? Because I would definitely be staring at them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could this just be a group trying to collect their thoughts on what this is?
Yeah, sure. You can roll if you want, but most of you will be able to glean from this. Well, I guess depending on the roll. Oh, natural 20. Corik is too busy focusing on, keeping an eye out for something more dangerous than to focus on the insignia. But a lot of you recognize the...
Let's be honest. He's just holding that quarterstaff going, my precious.
Essentially.
Yeah, that's why he's concerned about dangerous things.
Yeah. He's just keeping an eye out because his sister got pummeled a few days ago. But yes, everybody except for Corik notices that the crest, the emblem that is not only etched into the side of the carts or the carriage, but also emblazoned on the pauldrons of some of these knights, is the crest of Arbiter, which is the capital of the kingdom of Lugara, which is the region north of you, which is actually Ilien, where you are from. You are from a city that is like right on the edge of the border between Valenrain, where you currently are, and Lugara, which is the country.
Gotcha. So I have probably seen these guys before. Not necessarily this group, but these guys. Know what I mean?
Like, yeah.
And other uppity folk from...
Yeah. You've seen carriages like this pass through before, and usually it's just carrying some lesser noble or something like that. Maybe a just very wealthy merchant or something.
The kind of people I knew were very rich, but a really bad idea to steal from. Got it.
Touche. But eventually...
What was the name of the nation you said again?
The nation itself is called Lugara, but the crest is specifically from the capital city, which is called Arbiter.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So, eventually, unless any of you are taking specific action that would cause otherwise, the carriage just moves on past you. Like two ships in the night.
Mm-hmm.
And you continue forward. The rest of your day mostly just goes by uneventful. And eventually night begins to fall. The wind has not let up. It is still quite cold. Eventually, you guys stop and make camp. At least I assume.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have a new tent.
All right. And all of you guys have warm clothing, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep.
Sure. Maybe.
Check your character sheet. If you didn't specifically buy any, that makes a bit of a difference.
Well, I guess I'm unfortunate then.
Scottish robes. You do have owlbear feathers.
Ooh. I have like 3 feathers. It's not like I'm covered in them.
Much of a difference for him.
I don't know. Owlbears are, bear-sized.
Right, but I'm covered in feathers.
Very observant.
You know what? That's fair. That's very fair. But I believe the rest of you should have some form of winter clothing. In fact, I'm pretty sure winter clothes is just something that you two monks just get.
No, we talked to you beforehand and ended up buying it beforehand.
Yeah,
we bought a coat in the first town.
Yeah.
Because both of us are from a much warmer place and knew that we would be very uncomfortable in Frosthearth otherwise.
Yeah. And Byron was there for a while, so
Yeah.
if he doesn't have some, he can just put it down.
It may not be winter. It may not be like a winter jacket, but it's like multiple layers of leather and so it may not be wind protection, but it's if you layered up as opposed to having something good against the wind,
Yeah.
Because he was there for a while.
Okay. So I guess with the coming of night, even though you do have feathers, this cold is still a bit bracing. So I'm gonna have the little birdie man make a Constitution save.
Oh, not the birdie man.
Oof. Yep. Okay. So waking up the next morning, you arise with 1 level of exhaustion.
Aww.
Not being able to sleep with the passing night's cold. And yeah, it is almost 11, so I say that we could probably end the session there with you guys continuing your way towards Scaldhammer, because my plans for the next few, because it might take you a day or two to get there. Actually, as you're sleeping this night,
We didn't set up a watch. Shit.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh.
yeah, I'm gonna have Turner make a perception check since the cold is probably keeping him awake.
And this is before the exhaustion, though.
Oh,
Probably, right?
Because yeah.
It would
Yeah,
be.
so hold off on that exhaustion for a bit.
Okay.
So just roll perception.
Ooh. So as the cold is keeping you awake for a bit, you guys did manage to set up a small fire, but it is almost blown out like immediately. So you just try your best to keep warm.
I'm just huddled inside of my bedroll,
As
rocking
you're
back and forth.
As you're snuggling in your bedroll, trying to get some sleep, you hear some branches snapping in the distance.
I immediately take a crossbow bolt and cast light on it,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of start holding it out in that general direction, try and give myself a little bit better of a view of what's out there.
All right. With that perception, you're sort of looking around. It's hard to spot in the darkness. Even with your light, it sheds pretty far. You're looking around, can't see anything. And then as you look past a tree, just maybe about 50 feet from you, you do see a face sort of slink behind the tree.
In response, I just start cawing loudly, just
As you start cawing, I would like you to go ahead and make an athletics check in contest with somebody else who has come up behind you and is trying to grab your beak.
no. Oh, why athletics?
The acrobatics might be one too, since of its
yeah,
size.
yeah.
Could I have done acrobatics?
Yeah, you can choose acrobatics if you would like. I thought you
Oh.
just had. I guess you use crossbows.
Yeah,
didn't
ignore
think about
that
that.
14.
It's a grapple, so you can use
Jesus.
athletics or. Is
Athletics.
that not better?
No,
Oh,
no.
no.
it's
You know,
not.
Then I guess I'm not even going to have him roll.
Hey,
so-
you might roll a 1.
As you be, you know what? Damn, you are totally right.
Please roll.
Gotta have a shot here.
Touche.
Come on.
Yeah, they're gonna roll an athletics check. Ooh, it's the exact opposite of a natural one, actually.
Dang it.
Fuck.
You get 1 caw out, which hasn't been enough to disturb. Actually, who would have the highest passive perception besides
I think-
Turner?
I'm only semi-conscious,
No.
so I'm only semi-conscious because I meditate, so I should be woken up by that.
It would probably
Okay.
would probably be Corik. Just because
Yeah, it'd be Corik.
So, Corik-
Elfman rescue.
So Corik, you will wake up for this, but in just a second. After you let out your first caw, you feel a cold hand grab onto your beak, and in your periphery you can see another hand reach around, and a dagger is being put to your face, and you just hear a voice whisper behind you. Best idea if you don't do that. And you see a few other bandits coming up from the tree line, surrounding you guys with their weapons drawn, and the eminence of violence. Corik, you are conscious, but we are going to end the session there.
No.
No.
Oh, come on.
Oh, God.
Supposed to be looking at a battle mat or not? Because we don't see one.
No, I intentionally haven't shown you one.
Damn.
No.
Oh, come on. I finally managed to get in character after not playing Byron for like 2 months.
If you guys want, instead of I know we usually do bi-weekly, but since we've missed a lot, we can play again next week.
Let me make sure I can before I say yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
That could be something we can work out over the week.
Let me check too, actually, because sometimes
Okay.
I'm scheduled to work Saturday night.
Right now, I should be good if we wanted to do next week.
Right now I'm good for next week
I
too.
was going to say, if we keep our normal schedule, that would put us 3 weeks in a row as well. So we'd get a bonus week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds like a good plan to me.
Okay, next Saturday. Yeah, I'm good next Saturday.
Yeah, I should be.
Hopefully,
Wait.
I don't have anyone like call in and work or anything. It would be the 6th.
I might. Hold on. I know.
I mean,
March 12th is Saturday. Hold on.
March
I think
12th
it's
is
13th.
Friday.
Okay, the 13th. The 13th. I don't think I'll be able to make that. So
That's fine.
If we do
That's
one
2
next
weeks
week,
from now.
yeah. So if we do one next week, it'll make up for that.
Yeah. So it works.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah. This was fun. I'm glad we can do this again. Something I remembered what I was gonna say. Our party will be growing soon. We have 1, possibly 2 more people who will be joining our ranks, possibly.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Chase will finally make his entrance into the game after a while of him not being here. And we get to meet Mr. Turtleman, who you briefly saw in the first session.
Hey, all
And-
that means is we got to redo all the artwork for everything.
Yeah.
It's- I was planning on doing that eventually anyway, because right now it's just
funny.
stills of
We
you guys
just got
standing there.
We just got the new overlays and stuff. So now we get to make them all over again. And
Yeah.
I mean, Parker, you get to make them all over again.
Yes, I do. And my friend Carter will also probably be joining us, but I'm going to keep his character a secret for now.
Fair enough.
It's all good, man.
Yep.
Cool. Cool.
Before we leave, did you want to do one more riddle from Alligator Turtle? Because he sent one more.
Sure.
Let's do it.
All right.
He says, I feel bad for Turner.
I feel bad for Turner.
Dude, Turner's gotten his shit rocked today.
We freaking
Yeah.
we made one of the
Not
We made one of the
had a good
easiest-
couple of.
we made one of the most common mistakes you can ever make as a D&D party and forget to set up a night watch.
Well, to be fair, I was also trying to make it where we glossed over all the boring stuff in travel, where you guys are like, yeah, we set up camp, we do the same thing we always do. And so I guess I didn't ask.
Yeah.
But it's okay. You guys will survive. Probably.
Because of how much D&D I've played, I just default to we always set a watch. Without having to say it, because so many of the DMs that I've played with, and even when I run, after the first couple of times, It's just like, all right, we set up camp. We do our normal camp stuff. One of those things is we have watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the thought of us not doing it.
Not doing it this first night because we got so used to sleeping in town.
And
Yeah.
honestly, it kind of makes sense. All right.
All right. Well, as long as you guys are on board with it, I don't care about fucking you over.
I mean, this was I feel like this is like the one time
Yeah,
that
it's one of those times where it thematically fits, so it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Have we made a new fan an alligator turtle?
I think we have.
Ooh, I hope.
Wait until alligator turtle realizes that there's a creature in D&D called the dragon turtle, which is basically just a giant fucking
They might already know
Godzilla. That they might, but they also said that they aren't in the know of many D&D things. So who knows?
Do we want to do this riddle before we?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Last riddle of the evening. I feast on the forgotten. Town's gone to ruin. You see me, now you don't remember me. What am I?
Ooh.
You're the silence. I know
you
it's
see me
not
now, you
D&D
don't remember
related.
me. So it's either a mind flayer or a intellect devourer. Those are my guesses.
I was gonna say a false Hydra.
I've definitely heard false Hydra before. But
It's a
I
really
never remember what
specific
it is.
kind of encounter that is really difficult to run. But it works a lot on misinformation and seeming forgetfulness. Stuff like that.
Ah, so it's sort of like the silence from Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Kinda, but
Which was going
it's
to be my
like-
guess, but he says the riddle is D&D related, so
yeah.
it can't be the silence because the silence is not currently a monster in D&D.
The thing I'm thinking is Aboleth, though.
Oh,
Or
Aboleths
two.
also do that.
There's a lot of fuck with your mind monsters.
Yeah.
Like there really
Gary
is.
Gygax.
I thoroughly appreciate the riddles, alligator turtle. I don't know if anyone else does, but at least I do.
Ah, no, I like them.
I like him.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. They're
appreciate
really
you.
fun.
we thank you for riddles, even if it got us a little distracted there the first couple.
It's all right.
We got to
Uh,
figure it out
fine.
now.
Where's that other riddle at? Did he like DM it to you, or is it?
No,
it's in the
it's
chat.
quite a ways up.
Oh,
I was gonna say I know
Can't I find
me
it?
and at least someone else were talking back and forth with him in the comments a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be me.
So there's definitely some messages there. But yeah. Feast on the forgotten, town's gone to ruin. You see me, now you don't remember me. What am I?
yeah. I don't see this message. There's also 2 alligator turtle things that says message retracted. Is that
Yeah, it's
something
above
else?
those. It's above those, just like 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. 5 messages, including one of ours.
I see it. Town's gone to ruin. You see me now. You don't remember me. What am I? I feast on the forgotten. Yeah, I'm gonna say mind flayer. Like that's my answer.
I'm sticking with false Hydra just because it's a really specific kind of encounter.
I'm gonna go with Mind Flayer. That seems like a common enough D&D monster for someone to know outside of
With-
D&D.
Yeah, without like.
Yeah,
without,
without being
like,
in the
much-
know.
I'm actually
Yeah.
gonna go for an outlier here and pick the Beholder because a lot of them have feeble mind rays.
Oh,
You're
that's
right.
another
Oh.
one. And yeah,
And that's another very iconic D&D monster,
yeah.
and it fits
Yeah,
pretty well
actually-
with the riddle. So I'm gonna go with Beholder.
yeah, I'm gonna go with
Okay.
Beholder. Now that you bring that one up, yeah.
I don't know if it's right, but I'm gonna go with the Beholder.
All right.
I'll stick to mine as well.
You'll stick to the
Beholder,
false
final
Hydra.
answer.
Yeah.
All right, alligator. Let us know.
I'm waiting. He's got drum roll. They got drum roll, please.
I don't know if this is getting picked up by my mic or not.
Kinda.
Yeah,
False
it's
Hydra.
coming in and out. Woo!
It was False Hydra.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very
Hail
good.
Hydra.
Very good. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a really specific it's like, oh, it's so weird because they bury themselves, I'm paraphrasing as much as I remember, but they bury themselves underground in like abandoned buildings and towns, and they'll feed off the memories of the townsfolk, keeping them almost constantly just kind of in the dark. They'll like kind of Groundhog Day it, where they just kind of live their lives day by day, not really, remembering important things, and over time they'll just kind of forget who they are. And the big thing is, you don't know you're being affected by a false Hydra, even if you've seen it, because if you get affected by it, you can just forget you ever saw it.
I love this so much.
Yeah, it's really hard to run.
That kind of frightens me.
One of the things that when we went like full social distance, a lot of people were running it in Discord because the DM can go back and edit messages and edit notes that they gave to the party if the false Hydra got to them.
Oh, I fucking love that
That's
so much.
awesome.
That's
And another thing is, another thing
rad.
is like to step it up another level. You want to make sure you're really like know your party well, or know the people you're playing with well, because as the DM, you can essentially, pardon the phrasing, this is the only way I can describe it, you can essentially gaslight your players.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about? That never happened. You're making shit up. No. This is how it went. You're crazy.
I've done that to players just if I have anything that can powerfully mess with their mind of any kind.
Well, yeah, but like it's specifically with the intent that it's like, even with the notes being changed in the Discord and all of these other things too.
That would be way worse.
That's great.
All right. Well, I guess I will see. Well, we'll see. At least Alligator Turtle next time.
Oh yeah.
And
hopefully like 5 to 6 other people.
that'd be nice.
It would be.
And hopefully those
awesome.
5 to 6 other people aren't just us.
Yeah, because I count as one of the people. I count as one of the people watching it.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I hope everybody has a good evening, and see you next time.
Yeah. See y'all. Have yourselves a nice one.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Farewell. Allons-y.
Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Adieu, adieu.
That show.
To you and you and you.